Good afternoon, world of Warcraft. What's up, everybody? We have a really interesting stream today. So I haven't been streaming at all on Wednesdays. I think I tried it very, very early on in our start of all of this. However, we're going to try something a little different. I've decided to finally make a Horde character. So as you know, I've been playing Alliance for, man, how many streams now? Excuse me, about like 22, 23 streams. So we've already hit 60 with our Paladin. We've gone through a lot of the story. However, there's a ton more still to do. And we're going to be hitting Alliance on Mondays as our normal. But now on Wednesdays, we're going to start working on our Horde character. So I have made a Tauren Druid for the first time. I've never experienced the Horde storyline whatsoever. So this is going to be a completely new experience for me in the total. So I'm really excited to play through Classic WoW as a Tauren and as a Druid too. You guys know that I've always, like, whenever I see a Druid around, I'm like, oh man, like the cat forms look cool. Everything looks cool. But let me get some sound going on here. Can we even, like, on the actual, let's see here, our menu. I didn't know we could actually go into our system settings on the main menu here. So audio, let's get some sound going. There we go. We've got like the initial drums of war going on here. So I wanted to start off here on the main screen because I know when you start a new character, it rolls right into the new player experience with a cinematic. Right? Yeah. Hey, what's up? What's up, Lunar? Yeah. I'm trying to start the Wednesday streams now. Trying to get a little double dip in there. But yeah, so that initial character start brings up a cinematic, and I've never experienced the cinematic of the Tauren or really any of the Horde characters whatsoever. So we're gonna see what that looks like and kind of jump right into the story, see what the Tauren are all about. And then, you know, right off the bat, you can already see the Tauren, they kind of have like this more kind of like spiritual attunement type thing. Like if you look in the background here, you have like the stacked rocks. It kind of reminds me of like Sedona or Arizona or something like that. Very like spiritual shamanism type thing. You got like their huts back here with like the skin, kind of probably like some sort of animal skin type teepees. The totems, because I believe Tauren can be shamans. So they have a very like spiritual side to them. He's got like a whole staff going on, so that's what he's starting with. All right, and I went ahead and named him Hybrid Athlete, which is kind of funny because because Druids are such like hybrids. You know, you can be a tank, you can be a healer, you can be a damage dealer, and it just sounds really, really fun. Like you can transform into like different animals, which is really cool. So you can transform into like bears, cats, cheetahs. I think you can even transform into like an aquatic form, which is pretty fun, and swim through the water. I know eventually you get to transform into some sort of bird or a bat or something as like a flying type mount, but that's not till like a later expansion. So here we go. Without further ado, let's jump into the world of a Druid on the Horde side. Let's go.
Once a nomadic people, the Tauren roamed the endless plains of the Barrens, hunting the mighty Kodo. Scattered across the land, the wandering tribes were united only by their common hatred for their sworn enemy, the marauding Centaur. Seeking aid against the Centaur, the great chieftain Cairn Bloodhoof befriended the savage orcs who had recently journeyed to Kalimdor. With the orcs' help, Cairn and his tribe were able to drive back the Centaur and claim the grasslands of Mulgore for their own. Upon the windswept mesa of Thunder Bluff, Cairn built a refuge for his people. Over time, the scattered tribes united under a single banner. Though the noble Tauren are peaceful in nature, the rites of the Great Hunt are venerated as the heart of their spiritual culture. As a tribesman of Mulgore, you must test your skills in the wild and prove yourself in the Great Hunt.
Well, geez. So we have to test ourselves in the Great Wild Hunt. Okay. Right off the bat, this character is a big boy. So it's just, he's just like a big hulking cow. Look at these hooves. All right, let's see what spells we start off with. So we have Wrath, which causes nature damage to the target. Looks like probably a castable spell. And then we have Healing Touch, which is just a heal. Okay. All right. Let's turn on, excuse me. Let's see here. Let's go to interface. What am I looking for here? Hostile NPCs. Oh, all NPCs. Because I want to see what their names are. All right, Gruul Hawkwind. So he is the very first face we see as a Tauren here on the Horde side.
What brings you here?
The hunt begins. Greetings, hybrid athlete, and welcome to Camp Narachi. News of your arrival spread quickly among the tribe.
Goodbye.
You have a promising air about you, and will prove yourself to the tribe. Perhaps someday soon you will be welcomed into the great city of Thunderbluff. But before that can happen, you must prove yourself to my father, Chief Hawkwind. Okay, so this dude must be a pretty good hunter, considering his father is the chief of maybe this area, this little tribe here in Camp Narachi. So we're talking to probably a leader of the huntsmen out here. Okay, up here on Red Cloud Mesa, we pride ourselves on keen hunting skills. Tauren hunt out of necessity and for sport. Our supply of meats has run low and we require feathers for clothing. Hunt the nearby plain striders and prove yourself by resupplying the village. Well, that's kind of cool. Our first quest is sort of helping out the village resupply meat and gather feathers for clothing. I think that's a pretty noble first quest for your character. It feels a little bit better and more impactful than, say, the very first quest for when we did our paladin on the human side. It kind of felt like we were just exterminating vermin, which is cool, you know, it's part of the deal, but like it's pretty neat that as Tauren, you know, right off the get-go, we're helping our small community right here resupply food and make clothing. Okay, so we've got that quest. Now we're talking to his father, the actual chief of this area.
I've been expecting you.
Ah, a humble task. All members of the tribe share in the harmony of life. We live together and work together. Our commitment to one another carries with it a high degree of responsibility. I ask of you now a humble task. My mother set out this morning to fetch water from the well to the southeast of Narachi. It has been quite some time now. Perhaps you could check on her for me while I attend to tribal matters.
We shall meet again.
Wait, you said your mom? My mother set out this morning to fetch water. I don't know, man. If I was the chief, I would just say like, hey, warrior trainer, hunter trainer, you've got this. I'm gonna go check on my mom out here. But alas, we'll do the job. I can already tell that this music out here is very, I don't know, man. It feels like adventure. It feels like grassland, which, you know, it is. Okay. So we need plain strider feathers and plain strider meat. Let's do some wrath out here. Oh, wow. So you cast about like, you know, 2 or 3 of those and you're pretty much out of mana instantly. We definitely want to turn on, where is that? Is it under general? I gotta find where it is. We need to make sure that we instantly grab stuff. Show free bag space. Not action bars. Yeah, we definitely need to find like instant looting, I think it's called. Which I'm not sure where that is. I thought I did, but I don't. Consolidated. General. It's okay. We'll figure it out. All right, let's see how much it really takes to cast this. Okay, so that was 1, 2. Yeah, about 3 of those casts and you're pretty much out of mana. So we'll just go around hitting stuff with our stick here. You know, it's kind of wild that you're this huge bull-like creature and you got this piece of wood that you're smacking these birds with. I don't know, I feel like they could almost do more damage just by punching them. I know these guys are absolutely no competition for the Tauren. And you can see off in the distance, you got some overgrown thorns there. I'm assuming that's probably like those thistle boar type people. Okay, we got a new cloak. We can wear that. We can wear some new boots we got. We're gonna be new boot goofing. Which I don't think with Tauren, from what I've seen out in the open world, no matter what boots that you actually get, they'll never actually show up on your character. I guess because their hooves are just so large. Or maybe it does in some weird way, but I don't think it ever fully, you know what we can do? We can just actually hit Atlas loot and let's just go down to collections. Let's do like tier 2 for the Druid. Let's see here. Like if we put on the boots here. Let's see. Trying to put all this on real quick. I don't think it shows. Yeah, I really don't think it shows. No, I don't think any armor like actually shows on your hooves. So I think perpetually you kind of look like you never have shoes on. All right, that's level 2. And did we get something new? No, I don't think we did. Well, we already have our plain strider meat. And we just need some more feathers. Now I have noticed, just from playing Paladin and doing raids and doing a lot of dungeons, there is not much gear in the game that revolves around doing nature damage. So I don't think that we will jump into playing as a balanced druid, even though balance is pretty cool. We'll probably stay like feral and restoration. I feel like that's our best bet. So we need about 1 more feather. We're gonna resupply the village. All right, this should be it. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's go check on the chieftain's mom out here. Great Mother Hawkwind. Now this is cool. I like this little windmill here. Or was it a water mill or something? But it's pretty neat. Oh, and look at the artwork too. Look at that. You've got like this face here with these, you know, not glowing, but like pretty like wide eyes with like the fangs and everything. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right, Great Mother Hawkwind, what's up? You traveled all this way just to help an old woman? My, aren't you a keeper? I have traveled many paths through life, and these old legs lack the vigor they once had. I can still perform my duties to the tribe. Sometimes it just takes an old woman a little longer to do the task. But you look like an eager druid. Let's put some of that youthful vitality to the test. Take a water pitcher from the well and bring it to my son, the chief, in Camp Narachi. Remember that even the most humble task can gain the recognition of elders. I believe that. All right. I think as this hulking druid with arms of absolute steel can take this water pitcher. And we're going to try not to drop it, even as I jump around. It's so peaceful out here. It's definitely, I would say it's probably a little bit better of a starting zone than Northshire Abbey for the humans. It just feels a lot more open and free-spirited. And I love the little tiki, or totems rather, I'm saying tikis, but oh, I didn't even know that there was fire in them. Look at that. That's cool. So it's like, are these on... Yeah, so they're all around the path here. They kind of light the way. I wonder if this area turns to night. I'm sure it does, but this would be really cool to see at night, as it just sort of like glows the path. That's very, very cool. All right, Gruul. I am here to resupply the camp. Providing meat and feathers for the tribe is the first step in proving yourself as a hunter before the chief. The Tauren of Narachi thank you. You show much promise. All right, and we're gonna get a nomadic belt for that. Let's put that belt on though. There we go. And before I grab more quests for him, let's turn in this quest over here to the chief and let him know that his mom is okay, and we have a pitcher of water. You carry this pitcher back at the Great Mother's bidding, I see. Your willingness to help others and provide for the Tauren of Camp Narachi leads me to believe you would make the tribe proud in Thunderbluff someday. Okay, where is Thunderbluff from here? So we have Red Cloud Mesa. This is kind of where we are right now. Then there's Bloodhoof Village. And then all the way over here, we've got the city of Thunderbluff. Okay. So it's a little bit of a trip. The rights of the Earth Mother. Your willingness to perform a humble task for the Tauren of Narachi and your eagerness to learn of noble traits. I believe one day you will be heralded in Thunderbluff as a druid of greatness. Before that, you must embark on the rites of the Earth Mother, of which there are 3. The first test is the rite of strength. Travel to Seer Greytongue and tell him Chief Hawkwind has sent you. You will find the Seer's abode directly to the south of Camp Narachi, tucked away in the hills. So we're going to travel to Seer Greytongue. in the hills to the south. All right. Now let's see what Gruul has to say. The verdant note. Just a moment ago, a messenger was looking for you, hybrid athlete. I believe she was sent by the Druid trainer Gart. If this note is from Gart, I wouldn't take long in reading its contents. Well, let's definitely read that because we need a Druid trainer. The spirits came to me in my dreams last night. They told me of your coming and that it would be my task to aid you. We have much to go over in our short time together. Discussions about nature, the spirits, the Earth Mother, and even the Night Elves. But I will save the lessons for your arrival, and I will do all of that, all that is in my power to ensure that you are ready for the trials ahead. May wisdom guide you. I will be waiting. Gart Mistrunner, Druid Trainer. Now that is cool. I definitely want to see our Druid Trainer. No, let's see our Druid Trainer first. All right, Gart. Oh, heck yeah. Very druidic. As you walk into this abode, I want to call it a teepee, but it's not a teepee. But it's really cool. But as you walk into it, look at this. You got like these kind of beads strung down. That's really nice. That's a nice touch. All right, so we're walking into Gart's abode here.
Greetings, traveler.
You have arrived. This is good. Our ancestors' spirits have become restless throughout Mulgore and beyond, but I cannot tell why. It will be forever your duty to learn to listen to nature's spirits and act as their avatar. Be mindful of that. Though we share a common bond, do not expect much welcome from the Night Elves. Their pride still limits their sight, but that is none of our concern. The teachings of the Earth Mother are all you must concern yourself with, and I will teach you what I know as you grow in wisdom. Return to me often, hybrid. You will find that the Earth Mother grants incredible abilities to those who are most dedicated. Very cool. Let's see if we can train anything yet at level 2. So level 4 is Moonfire. Level 6 is Thorns. Level 6, another Wrath. Level 4 is Rejuvenation, but we do have Mark of the Wild, which is really, really cool. I love Mark of the Wild. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't even see what our racial abilities were. So as a Tauren, or as any race in World of Warcraft, as most of you know, and for those that don't actually, every race in the game, like say this is a Tauren, they all have their own racial abilities. So the Tauren may be good at one thing or a couple of things, but then a different race, oh, I just smacked the heck out of my mic, but a different race might be good or have specializations in something completely different. So each race is quote quote special in their ability to do different things and sort of have bonuses just for playing that particular race. So let's see what the bonuses are for being a Tauren. So this is a racial passive. It's called Cultivation. Our herbalism skill is increased by 15. And you know what? We will probably get herbalism as a druid. So herbalism means that we can pick different herbs around the world and use it for, well, you can either sell the herbs or you can also learn alchemy and create potions, flasks, and different kind of mixtures and tonics to increase different stats on your character. So we'll probably do that. Dodge, that's not really a racial passive. Oh, cool. A racial passive as a Tauren is endurance. That's really cool. So our total health is increased by 5% just by playing this race. That's really neat. Nature resistance. Our nature resistance is increased by 10 just by playing this character. And then we also have War Stomp, which stuns up to 5 enemies within 8 yards for 2 seconds. Now that is really neat. We'll put that on our bar. Let's see what that looks like. War Stomp. That's cool. So we just kind of like slam down on the ground, and just the might of our feet, our hooves here, just kind of shake the ground and stun all the enemies around. All right, now let's look for Mark of the Wild. Okay, now this is where it gets good. Mark of the Wild increases the friendly target's armor by 25 for 30 minutes. So that increases our armor, which is a nice little buff. And then our buff is up here, showing that it has a 30-minute timer on it. So we are buffed up and ready to go for at least 30 minutes here. All right, Gruul. The hunt continues. A Tauren skilled in the ways of the hunt knows that his prey is not for mere trophy. The beasts of the plains provide us with a means of survival. You will make quite an impression on the elders if you can bring back some highly valued mountain cougar pelts. You can find the beasts lurking in the hills to the south. Our children need clothing, and our tents need mending. So our camp here needs 10 mountain cougar pelts. You got it. And it sounds like we are heading to the hills to the south for both of our quests here. All right, let's get our bag situated here. All right. It looks like there's a quest down here too if we just follow the path. And what is this? The cougar pelts? So there must be some cougars kind of randomly down here. It shows that a quest over here is level 5 though. I don't know if we should grab that one, because we're level 2. We should be fine, but you never know. Let's slap around some cougars though. There we go. Now, I think as druids, we can use, obviously, stabs, but I think we can use a lot of different two-handed weapons, too. Like maces. I think we can use pretty much everything. I don't think we can use swords, though. Yeah, I've never seen druids use swords. But they can use, like, daggers, I believe. Do we want to go check on this? I kind of want to check on that quest just to see. Oh, there we go. Level 3. Okay. So we've gained 17 hit points and 9 mana. Our agility, intellect, and spirit increased by 1. That's nice. Oh, okay. I see. That kind of leads off to the next area. So we don't necessarily need to jump into that right now. That makes sense. So this road kind of just winds over into the next village. Like, this is sort of like the starting area. Like, I would consider it like Northshire Abbey, where we started as a paladin, and you just sort of move your way out of that into the next sort of bigger zone, or that's kind of how I'm reading it. All right. And I'm really hoping that the cougar pelts drop relatively often. Sweet. At least it's 3 for 3. It might be one of those things where early on in the game, as a character, you don't necessarily get a lot of quests that the drop rate is really, really low. I could be wrong on that, but I feel like they save those kinds of quests until you're around like level 30 something, when you start hitting like Stranglethorn Vale and up, and then for some reason the quests start to really, well, I wouldn't say all of them. I feel like it's a rare occurrence, but you'll run into quests that, especially level 30 and up, that seem to, well, they're like more like gathering type quests, and the drop rate on whatever item you're trying to get kind of really, for lack of a better word, sucks. So it didn't drop one there. Oh, I need to try our War Stomp on the next one. Ooh, I'm gonna put these bracers on though. We can't wear mail. We can only wear cloth and leather as druids. Let's try to use our War Stomp. See what it's like. Boom. Okay, so he got stunned. Yeah, I think that we'll go mainly herbalism and alchemy. I think that might be a really good route for us. I don't think I really want to do skinning and leatherworking. Because as a druid, I kind of feel more inclined to, especially as a Tauren, right? Because our racial is increased herbalism. And I feel like Tauren, even for such a stout race as this, I feel like they're very kind of, what do I want to say here? Well, they're large animals, right? But they don't necessarily come off as like an evil race. They're, for such a large animal race, they're very peaceful and relaxed. I wonder if that's the theme here. Like, the larger the, well, no, actually, maybe not, because ogres are a very large fantasy race, but they seem to be pretty, like, yes, dumbfounded and maybe not intellectually strong, but they're typically not good either. Like, they're willing to just kind of hurt you whenever. And maybe they're a little bit more territorial in a negative way. All right, we need one more, and then we'll go see the seer up there. Yeah, I think that War Stomp is definitely gonna come in handy. Okay, we have our cougar pelts, and let's go see, what's his name? Seer Greytongue, and he's right up here next to this bonfire. Man, he's got, like, he's got the spot, dude. He's up here chilling with his little hut here up on the ridge, kind of overlooking everything. Let's get a peek over here. Yeah, man, could you imagine waking up in the morning and just coming out here and, like, you just get to look across the valley? Man, and you got a big old bonfire here. You get to chill and make some music by yourself. You got this big old drum here, it looks like, and then a little drum here. Yeah, he's doing all right. All right, Seer Greytongue, what's up? Chief Hawkwind sent you? Embarking on the rites of the Earth Mother is no small task. The rites of the Earth Mother are the steps a young Tauren needs to take to gain respect in Thunderbluff. First, you must pass the rite of strength. In this test, you must prove your bravery by slaying enemies of the tribe. Bristlebacks of Brambleblade Ravine to the east are encroaching on our tribal lands. They ambush our hunting parties and steal from the village by dark. Show your valor by slaying these villains and return to the chief in Camp Narachi with their belts as proof of your deeds. Oh, so we finally get a new weapon here. We'll probably get this staff, to be honest with you. What's that look like? It's not much different, but it's still better than just a one-handed mace. Okay, and we need to kill 12. Or wait. Yeah, we need 12 of their belts. So hopefully we only need to kill 12, but it might be more. And it looks like we need to make our way to Brambleblade Ravine out here. And let's go to our questy app here. Questy options. And then here, let's put our character on run mode here. Profiles, where is it? Auto, advanced maybe. Yeah, reset questy. And it should kind of reset the little application. Updating quests, updating items, and it should be good now. Okay, yeah, it's redone its thing. So we can kind of see where on the map. Questy is not, it's not a default application for this game. It is an add-on that you can download that makes your questing experience a little easier. Without it, you wouldn't see like these little icons here on the map, nor would you see like this little, I know you can't probably see it very well here. Let's, like on this map, you wouldn't see this little quest icon over here, or any of this. You know, you would pretty much get the default experience, I guess. But Questy does make it a little bit more engaging, I'd say, because it shows you where to go, yes, but it also shows like those random little quests around the world that maybe you would never ever get to, because you just didn't explore it. So it is really helpful in a way. All right, we do need to be careful around this area because it looks like these enemies are aggressive. Let's see if we can get around them without trying to pull them. We need to jump into this cave here. Here we go. The bristleback quillboar. These are level 4. 2. Oh, he resisted that one. Okay, yeah, these are going to take a little bit more to kill, I'd say. Yep. These dudes are actually kind of no joke. There's our first belt. Well, let's see how much our little healing touch heals for. That's not bad. Oh geez, it's like we've transformed into a whole nother universe out here. It's like very thorny and dry and just desolate. Two, and there's our third one. Well, it looks like we get mana back relatively easily. It's 100% different than playing Paladin, that's for sure. Because as Paladin, you kind of, you don't really worry about skills too much. Or I'd say like the classic vanilla version of Paladin. You sort of just put on a seal and then auto attack, really. It looks like there's a quest over there. Let's see if we can get over there. Especially without killing... Ooh. Do we have gloves on yet? Oh, we do have gloves on. Okay, I want to get over there without killing too many, because it might be a quest where it's like, oh, we want you to kill like 10 of these quillboar. So let's get over there and see what they want. It's called a dirt stained map. It must just be lying on the ground. Maybe. It shows that it's over here though. I wonder how we get to it. Maybe we have to go around. Oh, what is that? It looks like some sort of cave painting or what in the world? Oh, okay. So this looks like two harpies, and then this is a serpent beast. Just from playing WoW, you just sort of get used to what certain things look like. But I'm gonna assume this is a serpent beast, and then these are harpies, or they all could be harpies. Okay, this... Bring the plans, the bristleback plans. Yeah, I wonder if I have to go all the way around. You know what? I think it does wind around. So we're gonna try to make our way around there. And let's see if it's actually back there. You know, this is wild. I don't know if these bristleback quillboar eat like Horde characters or something, but you see like actual bones of different things. That looks like human bones, to be honest. And then or it just must it might just be like a ravine where they like things just die because they don't have any water. Just one of those deals. Yeah, this is going to be a weird thing to get used to, is your attacks being resisted, because it's technically like a magical attack or like nature damage. Ooh, inventory is full. I should be fine though. And we did level up. That's cool. So I think we can learn a good amount of skills from our trainer now. All right, let's try to get back here. I'm pretty sure this is where the plans are. See, if I didn't have Questy to tell me that there was something back here, I doubt I would have come all the way back here. Because I doubt I would have really needed to get all 12 belts. All right, we have 5 belts. I'm gonna get some mana because it looks like there's 2 of them back here. Yep, and there's the dirt stained map. I'm gonna take out probably the shaman first. He might do the most damage, because he does lightning bolt. And that should be it on him. Squealer Thornmantle. I don't know if that's like his name or just what he does. Geez, I'm actually getting pretty low on health. I think that's another reason I want to go. Ooh, that's a leather belt too. Hold on. Let's get that belt. 19 armor, 23 armor. So yeah, that belt's better. What else can I kind of get rid of? Because I think, yeah, that's an upgrade right there. 3. I'm just checking the prices of different things. There we go. Frayed robe. And trade that one out. Sweet. We're starting to get better things here. And now I need to pick up the map. Sweet. And it begins a quest. Attack on Camp Narachi. After carefully evaluating the map, you realize that what you discovered are the plans made by the Bristleback Warchief for an extended siege on Camp Narachi. Surely Chief Hawkwind could use this information. Well, he sure could. Oh, my inventory's full. Interesting. I didn't think that it would... Okay, that was interesting. Now we just need to finish getting our belts and then we should be good to leave this area. We got a few new pieces of armor. And then we'll be able to train, which I'm really, really excited for. Oh, and I think at level 10, which we're level 4 now, at level 10, we can finally train our first animal form, I believe. I think we get cat form, which that's gonna change the game because we'll be able to shapeshift into our cat form and just start clawing and doing some damage as a beast instead of throwing around nature damage. Is there anything else around this area? I want to make sure. It's so weird playing a Horde character. Like, just because, like, the Horde, there's so much different, you know? As Alliance, you're playing a lot of the... I would consider it like OG fantasy type characters, like the elves, kind of like halflings or gnomes, the dwarves, you know, humans, that kind of stuff. But on Horde, you're playing, you know, orcs and undead and, you know, trolls. Like it's just different, you know, kind of like monsters. It's a totally different vibe. It's not as sophisticated. You know, the humans and the night elves and the dwarves with their large cities made of stone. The Horde, I feel like they sort of build their towns and cities with whatever they can find out in the world. They're very tribal. All right, how many more do we need? Oh, we only need 2 more. I want to make sure that we get out of here the best way we can, though. You know what? I'm going to put War Stomp, like, right here. There we go. Leather gloves. Let's see. Okay, they're both 17 armor. I should be fine. Well, how much do they sell for? 2 copper. Since we have a new character, you kind of have to go through that new character phase where you don't really have much money. And since we're not playing on Alliance, it's not like I can I can just like mail over some money to this character to kind of help him get some really good gear right off the bat. It's like moving to a new country. You don't have, you don't know anybody. Like you gotta start all over. All right, 3 copper. So we want to make sure that we're making as much money as we can. It's sort of like humble beginnings all over again. Which the Dark Moon Fair looks like it's in town this week over here, and I think that we can get I think we can get some buffs from them. I'm pretty sure. Are we done? Yeah, we are done with this quest. So I need to get out of here. We'll probably pull like 1 or 2 as we're trying to get out of here though. Which is fine. If it needs to be done. Oh. That's kind of neat. He even has like this little cow tail. That's really neat. I like that. These dudes have some pretty insane tusks too. It looks like he was wearing a necklace as well. Okay, so that's 3 copper. We're gonna take that to sell it. All right. Anything else? Camp Narachi. Yep, we're just heading straight back to Camp Narachi. I believe at level, I know this is talking way into the future here, but I believe at level 30 as a druid, I think we get travel form, which I know on Alliance, I've seen druids shapeshift into cheetah form, and that increases their speed. I don't know what it is for the Tauren. It might still be cheetah form. Like just the same thing, but I do know that our bear forms look different, the moonkin forms look different, and then also the cat forms look different. Okay, the Great Mother is still hanging out here. She must really like this spot. It is kind of peaceful. Oh, I didn't even see this windmill up here. It's just kind of slow rolling. But that's the vibe the Tauren also give off. Like, they're very large creatures, but they're slow. Just sort of relaxed. All right. Let's talk to Gruul. The Tauren of Narachi thank you for these provisions, hybrid athlete. With your skill in the ways of the hunt, you will surely be revered in Thunderbluff someday. I hope so, man. I really do. All right, we'll turn that in. Let me make sure I put those on real quick, because those are a lot better. Okay, the battle boars. The battle boars of Brambleblade Ravine to the east are encroaching on our tribal hunting grounds. They are trained to be malicious by the bristleback quill boars, with whom we are at war. Go and slay the vile creatures. Okay. Maybe I should have come back here first, because I think it's going to take us right back. So go and slay the vile creatures and bring back some snouts and flanks so that we can make stew for our young. Whoa, what? We're gonna go. Oh. Oh, okay, we're killing the boars, not the actual like humanoid type bristlebacks. That makes a little bit more sense. I'm just like, dude, you want me to cut off their snouts and stuff so that you can make food for your young? That's crazy. Okay, so it's gonna be a different type of enemy. Like, there's no way, man. All right, break sharp tusk. Hybrid, I have heard of you. Perhaps it is you that will help us where others have failed. We Tauren have carved a home out of this land, but not without a cost. The bristleback quillboars of Brambleblade Ravine, led by cheap Sharptusk Thornmantle, have made our lives difficult with their continued war against us. I charge you to bring me the chief's head. He will be found in the ravine to the east, in their makeshift village. Okay, I need to sell. Okay, yeah, we'll sell right here. Let's do the leather vendor. Repair, and then kind of sell everything in our inventory here. And this should give us some money to train our skills too. Okay, Chief Hawkwind.
Hail, go in peace.
So we're gonna give him all of these belts that we got. You have passed the first test of the rites of the Earth Mother. The tribe will be proud. So I guess with that we completed the rites of strength. And now we have rites of the Earth Mother. Okay, so we have 2 more tests. For you to continue with the rites of the Earth Mother, you must pass 2 more tests. It is time for you to broaden your experience. Travel to Bloodhoof Village and seek out the chief, Bane Bloodhoof, son of Cairn. There you may continue your journey and earn the acceptance of the elders of Thunderbluff. Take this totem to Bane. He will recognize my carvings and help you on your path. Follow the road out of Camp Narachi and travel with haste. Do not stray or you will lose your way. Okay, that's definitely a quest that we'll get to down the road, because that takes us to this area up here, which is kind of like the next village. So we still definitely have some stuff down here to do, which I'm gonna be right back. And then as soon as I get back, we'll jump into the attack plans and also training our character. So just give me one moment. Okie dokie. By the way, this music is super ominous right here. Like, I don't know if it's just because I'm in this tent. Here, let me walk out of it. Or is it... Yeah, see how it, like, instantly transforms into something more majestic and, like proud adventurer going out into the world, but as soon as you step... I'm gonna see. As soon as you step into the chieftain's lodge here, it transforms. Yeah, very ominous. I don't know if it's because it's more like spiritual and sacred being in the chieftain's lodge. Okay, let's see what the chieftain has to say about these attack plans. This is quite alarming indeed. But with this information, we can call on our brethren from Bloodhoof Village to help thwart the attack. You have saved the lives of many Tauren, hybrid athlete. Well, thank you. You know, that's why I'm here. That is why I am here, Chief. To help out. That's all I got. All right, let's go ahead and sell. Yeah, we're gonna sell that shield because we can't use it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put on that staff because that's our new one. All right, now I said we were gonna hit up our trainer because I definitely want to learn some new skills here. Let's see what we got. Ooh, Moonfire is a huge one. I definitely want to learn that one. Rejuvenation, I don't think it's very necessary right now. I really don't, and it costs 1 silver. That's level 6. I think I want to wait on rejuvenation. But Moonfire is a very big one, so we'll put these there. Because Moonfire, what it does is it's an instant cast spell, and then it does damage on impact, but then it also leaves a residual damaging effect that does damage over time. So let's rebuff our Mark of the Wild because we're about 50 seconds left on that. All right, now let's get the battle boars, and I guess we're heading back to Brambleblade Ravine. Yeah, I kind of wish that I would have come back to the village before we went out there the first time, but that's also sort of the part of like classic WoW too, is there is a lot of going back and forth kind of to the same places, which isn't necessarily bad, but it's also just an older game, you know, so the thought processes are just a little different. Okay. We need to kill these battle boars. Yeah, I'm really, really glad that this is what they were talking about and not those humanoid ones that we were doing. So, okay. We're going to start off with doing Moonfire first. Boom. And then you can see it leaves a damage over time effect. Which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice to pull from that distance like that. And also the just the kind of fantasy of it all. As a druid, you're calling down a beam of moonlight to fire, like to burn the enemy. Like, to me, that's pretty insane. There's our first snout. Do these guys, like, they have some, like, weird jowls. Ooh, cloth pants. Yep, that's an upgrade. I want to see how they attack with their mouth here. Is it all like, yeah, it's all like It's all like off to the side. You see that? That's kind of funny. They're like, level 5. Okay. We have the same armor type. We're good. Yeah, these guys attack so funny to me. I love it. I need like a plushie of these guys. Ooh, I want to know the significance of these stones here with the different markings. I'm curious. It must be just a random sacred stone for the Tauren. Just another little spiritual totem. Okay, that's not an upgrade. We're about halfway with... Uh-oh, he resisted that one. I made this guy have this facial hair here. It's pretty neat how like his hair is like braided down with like the clips in it right here, and then his nose ring, and then like these awesome, you know, horns. That's crazy, man. I love it. Which I know eventually, like I think for classic WoW, which is what we're on right now, I believe you can only be a druid on the Horde side as a Tauren, and then on Alliance side you can only be a Night Elf. But I know like later expansions it does get better as far as the different race combinations you can have for the druid, which I don't know if they change that in the Burning Crusade. I think it still might be just druid and Tauren. I could be wrong. And heck, maybe even into Wrath of the Lich King, they still might be the only things that can be druid. Okay, we just need one more flank. But we do need to make our way inside of here, which there's going to be some battle boars in here too, so it'll all work out. I can't believe we're already level 5 though, man. Well, now that I think about it, I might channel up a Wrath and then hit Moonfire right after. Just so like by the time my Wrath actually like hits, it's like a double whammy, like right off the bat. Like this, like charge that up and then hit Moonfire, and it just gets slapped with like both damaging abilities kind of at the same time. All right, so we need, yes, we need battle boar flanks, but what else am I looking for here? Oh, I need to kill the chief of this area, Chief Sharptusk. Now I just need to figure out how to get over there the best way possible. I'm gonna assume it's sort of the same way that we took earlier. Yeah, I might as well just kind of fight what I can to clear this out. I don't think that there's going to be a lot of getting around stuff out here. It's pretty stacked up. Yeah, I definitely think he's over here. One. Which is okay, because it's experience, right? We'll just level up. And hopefully we can hit level 6 by the time we leave this area. Yeah, he's jumping right over to us. Let's see if I can get around him, though. All right. Yeah, that looks like where he might be. That big old hut right there. One hundo. Oh, I still need like one flank. I didn't even realize. And there it is. All right. Hopefully there's not too many like stacked together in here. 4 armor. Okay, mine's definitely better. Definitely gonna pull this guy. Oh, I pulled both of them. And I don't have much mana. I'm gonna war stomp. At least stun both of them. Yeah, we should be okay. I'm getting a lot of water. Okay, this one might be an interesting one because there are 3 in here. Maybe I can pull one of them. Maybe I can pull this guy off to the left. Yeah, I think that I can without it triggering the other ones. Pretty sure I can. But we're gonna mana up a little bit here. We'll take a drink in game and then we'll take a sip of water. Okay. There we go. Let's see if that worked out. Yep. Well, that was good. So we don't have to take on 3 of them at a time. I have faith that we could do it, but at this level, with just the pieces of gear that we have and mana being so starved right now, it might have been a little difficult. I might want to take this guy out just in case. So that's the chieftain. All right. All right, is there anybody else in here? I don't think so. All right, I'm gonna take out the shaman first. Or what I could do... Okay, I thought that guy was coming over here. What I could do is... Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I 100% thought that guy was gonna pull. I'm glad he didn't. Because he's a caster, I was just gonna run around to the side here and buy myself some time. Well, that's cool. We got that done. Oh, do we have a Hearthstone? Yes. Yes, we don't have to walk back. So we're just gonna use our Hearthstone and jump on back home. Oh, that dude's getting really close. Sweet. All right. The battle boars. Most excellent. These ingredients will make a fine stew, and the loss of those boars should be a fair lesson to those vile bristlebacks. Yes, we get an awesome chess piece too. Let's put that on. Let's see what it looks like. Nice. It's just sort of like just a nomadic chess piece. You can't really see it very much. But it has more armor, so that's okay. All right, the brave Windfeather.
Well met. Walk with the earth.
Oh, what is... Sharp Tusk will trouble us no more once you have brought me proof of his death. Well, I have the head of Cheap Sharp Tusk.
Walk with the earth.
Justice has been served on this day by your swift actions. Let this deed serve as a warning to all who would threaten our home. You have earned this reward to help you on your sojourn, young druid. I've heard that word before, but I don't necessarily know its meaning. I think I read a book called Sojourn. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'm going to assume that it's Sojourn, but I remember a book in the Dark Elf. I don't know if it was the Dark Elf trilogy by R.A. Salvatore. I'm pretty sure one of the books in that trilogy, or maybe outside of that trilogy, it's still within the same character realm, but it was called that. So I assume that it just means a different word for journey. All right, so we got nomadic gloves. Nice. So we have nomadic vest and nomadic gloves. That's cool. Now let's sell some things. I'm really digging the whole nomadic tribal vibes, though, of the Druid and the Tauren. All right, we're gonna sell everything we can here. 61 health. You know what? I guess I'll keep the food. I would rather have more water because we're super mana based. All right, now let's see what we can train. I thought we were level 6 already. I guess not, because I really want Thorns and rank 2 of Wrath. I might as well grab Rejuvenation. That's fine. We'll go ahead and put that on our bar. Rejuvenation is cool though, because unlike Healing Touch, where you have to cast it and then you get the heal off, you cast Rejuvenation, and instead of like doing like a damage over time, sort of like Moonfire does on the enemy, this does a healing over time on you. So like it's really good for just moving around and still being able to heal, because you just put that on and then it heals you over time instead of having to stop and heal with Healing Touch. Kind of a nice little thing there. All right, I guess this is the moment where we make our way to the next village. Yep, look at all those quests over there now. This should be interesting. We have finally proven ourselves in Camp Narachi. So now is the time to move on. It has been a blessing, Camp Narachi. All right, follow? It's an interesting name.
How may I aid you?
A task unfinished. Hybrid athlete, please. I beg of you, can you help me? I have not finished my tasks here on the mesa. I'm in the middle of my rite of strength, and my father asked me to deliver these furs to the inn in Bloodhoof. I'm far from rested enough to complete both my rite and this task for my father. Would you mind going on for me? The inn is pleasant and a perfect place to rest during your long travels. I'm sure you'll agree once you see it.
Go in peace.
I feel like maybe a lot of different races have this same sort of quest where you get a quest right as you're about to leave the very beginning starting zone, and it's sort of a quest that takes you to the next village's like hotel or inn or, you know, just resting spot. I'm saying hotel as if it's like a Motel 8 or something, but yeah, the next village's little lodge, the meeting lodge or whatever. So now we're getting into the open world now. So, well, I guess this was technically still pretty open. I don't know if it's completely cut off right here or if you can kind of jump through that, but technically this was like sort of like the main starting area. And now we're going to get into the open world out here. So this should be cool. I wonder what level this is sort of. Let's see what. So about 1 to 10 supposedly. So we'll be here at least. I'm going to assume that we might be able to get to like level. Maybe it is 10. I'm kind of hoping that we can get to like level 12 before we leave this area. Oh, and they even have like sort of paved roads out here too. They laid down some stone, it looks like. Oh, and you got the wild Kodo. These are the Tauren racial mounts. So you know how like my paladin, I have that like war cat. That's technically a night elf mount, but this is what the Tauren ride. They ride these Kodos, which are these large beasts. That'll be pretty cool to have. I wouldn't mind a Kodo. Can we see what they look like? Well, in PvP, I know that there is the same sort of mounts. Let's see. I'm kind of curious what these mounts look like. The Black War Kodo. Oh yeah, the Black War Kodo looks awesome. It's kind of too big for the screen though. You can't really see it really well. Yeah. It's got like the drums on the side of it. I don't know if that's the same for everything. We might be able to see the Kodo mounts over here. This might be the area where you actually train them. Which I don't know if we'll be able to get our mount, or at least our level 60 mount, by the time the next expansion drops, because we are starting this character relatively late in the first cycle of anniversary, because I think we only have about one more raid tier to go before it drops the next. Yep, here's their mounts. Now this is really neat. I'm super into this. So this is the level 40 mount. It's pretty plain, pretty relaxed for the most part, but your level 60 epic mount looks like this. So they're kind of armored up, and they have like the drums on the side of them, which is a kind of a neat little thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, the Horde have some really cool mounts. I love that. And it's got like the horns. Yeah, heck yeah, that's super cool. I can't wait till we get a Kodo. That's really fun. And this music, bro. Yeah, that's... Oh, this is a druid right here. He has his bear form on. Let's give him a little slash wave. Oh, he gave me thorns. Yeah, that's so neat. Alright, let's talk to Bane Bloodhoof here. The rights of the Earth Mother. What brings you to my village, Druid?
Be careful.
Word from my good friend Chief Hawkwind. Ah, I can see by his carvings you are of a special breed.
Go in
The Right of Vision. The Right of Vision, one of the rights of the Earth Mother, will help you guide you toward earning the respect of the elders of Thunderbluff. Our people have learned that the land is our most holy provider. In order to take part in the ritualistic vision, you must speak with the spiritual leader of the village, Zarlman Two Moons.
May the eternal sun shine.
Okay, let's go talk. I'm gonna go talk to him first. Man, this village is much bigger. This is super cool. I feel more free as this race. It just feels like, I don't know, it's just different. It's different, man. All right. Zarlman Two Moons. I sensed you would be coming to me, Druid. I can always recognize one who is trying to pass the rights of the Earth Mother. In order to pass through the Right of Vision, you must gather the regents needed to make the water of the seers. I will need wellstones, which can be found around the water wells in Mulgore. With those, I will combine ambercorn, which fall beneath the mighty trees in our land. These regions contain magical elements, and when brewed and consumed before the tribal fire, will cause you to encounter a vision. Follow it, and it will lead you to the next step of this holy quest. Dude, I feel like I'm on like a legitimate, like, well, rite of passage. It's really neat. You always hear the saying of like, it takes a village, you know? And like quite literally, you're being tested and learning from the whole village. There's so many quests over here too. All right, Mar Raincaller.
What brings you here?
Maz Ranachi. My grandfather told me stories about his battles with a strider named Maz Ranachi. He told me of its demonic red eyes, razor-sharp talons, and venomous bite. As fortune would have it, while traveling the plains, I encountered it, and it took a nasty bite from my shoulder. Let's see what his shoulder looks like. It might have healed. As fortune would have it, while traveling oh, did I already say that? Yep. He was as terrible as my grandfather described. I will need some hard-to-find animal parts to clean the infection from his bite. A wolf heart, cougar femur, plain strider scale, and swoop gizzard. Hurry, time is of the essence. Okay, so he must have been bitten recently, and it's a venomous bite, so that's why he needs all these different things to make a concoction to, I guess, stop the venom. So we definitely need to help out that dude. Now this is freaking sweet, man. Bro, I love these aesthetics. What is this? Yo, this must have been like a giant Kodo or something, because they have its whole skin here as like a trophy. This must have been like a giant Kodo that they slayed. Kind of like a giant wild buffalo, and they used it for aesthetic purposes on this large, I'm gonna call this one a TP. It definitely looks like one. Now that is freaking sweet, dude. I love that. Amazing aesthetic, amazing. All right, let's jump in here. Let's see what this place looks like. Yeah, these totems, that's cool. I love the fire. The baskets that have been woven. Oh man, it's such a indigenous vibe, man. I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. Just so like, I love the craftsmanship, the artwork, even in just the baskets. It's so beautiful. Okay, so let's talk to Harken Wind Totem. Swoop hunting. I'm gonna assume, yeah. I was gonna say, I assume a swoop is a type of bird, and right off the back it says, the swoop is a cunning bird and difficult to find and hunt. A collection of swoop quills is a badge of cleverness and determination for a hunter. If you are willing to take up this task, then enter the plains and hunt the swoop. Bring me their quills and bring honor to your clan. The swoops may be found anywhere in Mulgore, but your eyes must be sharp to spot them, and your hooves must be quick to catch them. So we need to bring 8 trophy swoop quills to Harken. So there's a shaman trainer there. Druid trainer right here. I don't think I can learn anything. Oh, wow, they have a lot of stuff to learn. There is so much to learn here. Well, now it's got me curious. Feral. What level is that? Oh no, we get cat form at level 20. It's not level 10. Level 20. Dang. Okay. What about bear form? Restoration. It's probably still under feral. Let's see. Tiger's Fury Maul. Travel form. We get that at level 30. Dire bear form. Okay, that must be like a better bear form than just regular bear form. So let's see. Shapeshift cat form. Where is bear form? Filter. No. Let's try to go even further down. I don't see it. Shapeshift. Well, it must be. Yeah, it must. It's got to be level 10 for the bear, because that dude was level 12 and he was in bear form. So I guess we'll get bear form at level 10. I was really hoping that we would get cat form, but that's okay. Okay, Mole Thunderhorn. Poison water. Goblins and their servants have tainted our sacred water wells. We cannot allow this. To cleanse each well, I must create a cleansing totem. Then you must bring the totem to the well and perform a cleansing ritual. First, we will create a cleansing totem for the Winterhoof water well. To do this, the land must offer its aid. Hunt prairie wolves for their paws and adult plainstriders for their talons. They are to the southwest. Return to me with the paws and talons, hybrid athlete. Yes, sir. You got it. We will take care of it. We will make sure that our water is clean. All right, Bane Bloodhoof. Sharing the land. Hybrid. There are many conflicts that wound this land. It is my hope that you will not bear witness to as many of them as I have. Yet there is one that I would ask you to seek out. It will give you some sense of how terrible, if left unchecked, even a small threat can be to the land. Palemane gnolls have settled to the south of Bloodhoof and in a cave to the west. They disrespect our attempts to communicate with them, and they slay the wildlife of Mulgore unbridled. Words are no longer the answer. Ain't that the truth? Speaking of which, we need to set our Hearthstone to this new place. So we have our... This is the inn over here, or our little Motel 6. Which, this is super cool. I love these giant freaking tusks that have been roped on the sides here. That is a cool touch. It's like you're walking into the mouth of a monster. Ooh, a first aid trainer. I will learn that in a second. If there's a first aid trainer here, I wonder if there is a herbalism trainer around here, which I need to look for that. Let's see. No, not him. I definitely want to learn herbalism if we can. That's a cook, weaponsmith, general goods, trade goods. Oh, there's a troll here. Look at this, bro. Varjun. That's cool. All right, maybe herbalism is somewhere else. I wonder if it's on the map at all. Oh my gosh, there's so many things on the map. That's fine. We'll come across it when we're supposed to. All right, the innkeeper. A task unfinished. Ah, the furs I was expecting. Thank you. These came faster than I had expected. They will make good blankets for anyone who wishes to stay here. Please feel free to stay as long as you like. My inn is always open and all of our people are welcome here. And don't underestimate a good night's rest. It can make a great difference while you're out traveling. True story. True story, man. Let's set our... we're gonna make this inn our home. There we go. Let's see what's upstairs here, if anything. What? There's a fire. Oh, this is where the beds are. That's cool. Well, it's like a little sheet with some hay, but we're also a cow people. And we probably have yet to figure out how to make mattresses. Oh, look at that. We even have a lakefront view. How beautiful is that? Dude, this place is dope. Lakefront property right here. And if we want to go for like a little hangout on the lake, just jump in the boat and roll on, man. That's cool. Lakefront real estate? Yeah, I know. That's how we do. All right. Dangers of the Wind Fury. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. I am Rule, warrior and teacher. You have obviously reached an age when you must prepare for your trials if you are to adventure much further out of Mulgore. Let me call my realtor real quick. Yeah, ain't that the truth? I know a guy. If you wish a test of your strength, start by seeking out the Wind Fury harpies to the southeast. They nestle along the mountain's edges away from the road. They are one of our natural enemies here in Mulgore, and I will be a good gauge of your skill. Bring 8 Wind Fury Talons to Rule Eagleton in Bloodhoof Village. All right. Have we picked up all... I know there's a ton of stuff on our map right now. Don't be overwhelmed. It's going to be okay. All right, let's see if we can jump over here. And just so you guys know, like, if I didn't have this questy add-on, none of this would be all over the map. So, like, this is actually not normal. It's because I have an add-on installed for World of Warcraft that allows me to see where certain things are on the map for quests, just to make questing a little bit more streamlined and relaxed versus having to just figure it out all on my own, which there is a beauty in that, yes. But for purposes of just streamlining the campaign or storyline, I like to keep it very, you know, streamlined and good to go. So we're not, I want to say wasting a ton of time, just kind of running around trying to figure it all out, which, like I said, you know, there is beauty in that too. But oh, look at this. This dude waved at me. Slash wave. And then we'll do a salute. All right, let's go see about this amber corn. All right, we do have a fallen amber corn from this tree here. Let's take a look at this thing. That is definitely an acorn. Okay, we got our first one. And then we'll go pick up another one over here. Oh, that must be for the Dark Moon Fair. I'm pretty sure it is, because that's not normally here. The Dark Moon Fair is like a traveling circus type thing. And they travel to different parts of the world as a whole. Which is a kind of neat little thing that World of Warcraft does. I love the little events that they have in the game like that. Which we will definitely be going over to the fair just to check it out. Hopefully we have time for it. All right, and here is our other acorn. Nice. We're about to hit level 6 too, which we can train for thorns, which is a nice little buff that puts thorns around us. So when an enemy damages us, they actually take damage back just by attacking us. It's sort of like the Paladin's Retribution aura. Okay, we pretty much need to attack everything we see at this point. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that everything on the map right now, enemy-wise, we're gonna need for some quests, because there's a ton of quests out here. Oh, this one's running away. Okay, there's level 6. I might go ahead... What? I guess because I hit level 6, another quest popped up, but I wanted to train for thorns because that's a really big help to us, especially at this low level. When enemies attack us, it's good for any damage that we can get out, kind of no matter what. Now I just need to figure out where the Druid trainer is. I thought I saw them. Maybe it's over here in the Great Lodge. Let's see here. There's a skinner, journeyman leatherworker. There's a cook. I don't really want to learn skinning though. I mean, I could learn skinning and leatherworking, but I don't think that's what I really want to do. Let's see where this dude is. Because there's the shaman trainer. Oh, druid trainer right here. Okay. We're going to learn thorns and then rank 2 wrath. I think that's good. So thorns we'll put on over here, and then rank 2 wrath put down here. Oh, this dude says he has a gift. What? A woolen bag. Oh, wow. Bless you, Shimmerweed. May your journey be filled with power. Wow, this dude just gave us like all these bags. That was super, super kind of him. Oh, that makes our life so much better. See, that's why I love this community, man. Like, I love running into people that will just gift you things, especially as like a low-level player. where you have nothing. You are nothing. You know, you start out in this world as just a rando, you know, and when there's someone that's willing to kind of show up and be like, hey man, I have a gift. Here's something to make your journey a little bit easier. It's super, super nice, very kind. So instead of just having our one backpack, he gave us a 10 slot bag and then 2 8-slot bags. So we have all this extra space for collecting things out in the world. Man, I feel so grateful for that. All right, dwarven digging. There are dwarves preparing a dig site to the northwest. They think secrets lie in the earth, and that is true. But hollowing and defiling the land is no way to earn its teachings. Collect the dwarven tools of digging, smash them, and return to me with the dwarves' broken tools. You can smash the tools. I wanted to say foul tools, but he probably did want to say foul tools at a forge. You will find one in Thunderbluff, but any forge, even a forge at the dwarven camp, will suffice. So collect 5 of the prospector's picks. At a forge, smash the prospector's picks to create broken tools, and then we'll bring those back to Bane. Okay. Man, we've got just about everything on the map to do. What I think we'll do is, because a lot of the stuff is just it's just kind of showing where like individual enemies are, which is nice. What we'll do is just head straight to a more intense area where there's like a one specific type of enemy that we need. And here, let me put on thorns real quick. There we go. You see how I put like the thorn around me? We'll go to one type of specific enemy that we have to travel to, and just on the way we'll attack the random enemies that we need for just collecting quests, kind of like this one. Okay, I really want to see where we yes, auto loot, that's what I was looking for. That makes our life a little bit easier. And we'll just find these random wolves out in the forest here. Yeah, so every time he attacks me, it looks like, I can't really tell with the moonfire, but he either takes 3 or 4 damage every time he attacks me. I'm kind of like in awe at the fact that these are running away. I didn't know that beasts like this actually ran away. I thought it was only like humanoids. Oh, he resisted the stomp. I didn't know that was a thing. It's so, like, it's so peaceful out here. And it's really interesting how the, okay, I'm seeing Peace Bloom right here. We need to figure out where the herbalism trainer is. And I'm gonna have to look it up, because we definitely need that as we're traveling throughout this kind of plains area. Let me see where it is actually. Herbalism trainer, WoW classic, Mulgore. That's where we're at. Let's see where it is. Is it? Surely it's not all the way in Thunderbluff. WoW Classic Tauren starting zone. For Tauren players starting in the Barrens, the first herbalism trainer is located in the open meadows of the Barrens. Let's see, WoW Classic herbalism trainers. That's Alliance, Horde. Oh my goodness. It might be. Well, that's kind of goofy. So to start herbalism, we have to go all the way to like Thunderbluff to start herbalism. That kind of stinks. Although I wonder if it's going to be a worthy trip though. It might be worth the trip because I'm already seeing like herbs out in the world like this, like Peace Bloom and Silverleaf. So it might be worth the trip to just go ahead and learn it. But I don't think that we have any money hardly to learn it either. Now I'm starting to wonder if skinning and leatherworking might be more beneficial. Because with skinning and leatherworking, we can at least make armor. We can make armor for us. But I do like the idea of making my own potions too. Yeah, I think we'll just wait to get herbalism and alchemy. I think that's our best route, because I just don't like as a Tauren druid, I don't necessarily feel inclined to be like a skinner and a leatherworker. It doesn't really fit the vibe for me. It feels a little too like harsh, you know what I'm saying? As a peaceful like druid, that's very like animal based. As I beat the heck out of this animal, unfortunately, it feels a little too intense. Whereas like making potions and brewing different things to help my my betterment feels a little more in line. Okay, what do we... Okay, we still need like 4 paws off of these. Ooh, that looks like a swoop. Yep, that's a swoop. Yeah, so if we put a Moonfire and have our thorns up, anytime something attacks us, they're taking like 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7 damage every time they attack us, which is pretty nice. Kind of hope it drops the swoop gizzard right off the bat. Nope. I think in Wrath of the Lich King, they introduce, I think it's bind on account gear. I'm pretty sure it's Wrath of the Lich King. But what it does is it's like low level gear that is like really, really good, but it also levels with you. So, and it has like a stat on it that increases the experience that you gain from like everything. So it's really good gear for your alternate characters, which is really, really fun. And it just makes leveling faster. But I think it only like works, I think, like up to the level that you start that current expansion at. So like I think it only works up till like level 70, which in Wrath of the Lich King, I think you go up to level 80. So they kind of catch you up really fast to like that point where you're at the target level to start the expansion, and then they're like, okay, you've made it this far. Now we're gonna take the training wheels off and you can play the expansion how it's supposed to be. All right, we got all the wolf paws. Yeah, we don't need to kill wolves anymore. All right, let's take on these pale mane people here. Oh no, he's a caster. Oh no, and he's gonna run into his camp. That's not good. Okay, we probably need to get away from there. Because all three of them are jumping at us right now. All right, we'll take this one on. That was wild. See, that's what I meant by like, because he's a humanoid. So I expect him to run away. Ooh, and there's a battered chest over here. Hopefully we get some good gear.
I'm out of range.
Please don't run to him. No, okay. Woo! I want to see if I can drag him out of here, but I think because he's primarily a caster, he's just gonna like stay. Okay. Refreshing spring water. Let's see if there's any upgrades here. 18 armor, no. I do like the look of that cloak though. All right, battered chest. Let's see what we got. Oh, some pants. Oh, big upgrade for sure. Cool. So I've killed, this is going to be the fourth one. And I haven't seen one of those things drop yet. This might be one of those goofy quests. I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of those goofy ones. Oh, okay, I see. I have to, it's not a drop. I have to kill them. Yeah, there's like different ones. There's like the tanners, the skinners. Okay, now this is making a little bit more sense to me. What do these guys look like? Dude, they have a necklace around them. Well, a torture device is more like it, but their necklace has like wooden spikes around it. I'm just using my club against this guy. Do a little quick rejuvenation and get going. All right, we're sort of getting at that point where our mana pool is starting to get a little bit larger. So it takes more time for it to kind of redo its thing. We got to be careful in here though, for real. Okay. I'm going to try different methods of like hiding from these people so that they can't like cast and they have to come to me. Is there multiple over here? Okay. Yeah, these caves can be super wild. Pretty sure he's gonna cast Wrath. Let's get away from him. Make him just run to us. There we go. And all right, what do we need here? We need, ooh, we definitely need more skinners. There's a lot of tanners around here. I'm gonna pull this guy back just a little bit here. Maybe I need to open up my action bars here and put one. I don't know if that's, okay, that's action bar 2. And then we'll do action bar 3 as well. And let's see here. We got our food and our, we'll put those there, and then our hearthstone. Yeah, we'll put it right there.
It's too far away.
Yeah, I would fight that guy over there, but when he gets to low health, he's just gonna run away and pull his friends, so don't wanna pull the whole place. All right. Wrist, okay, that's not an upgrade. Nope. What is this? A Skinner? Definitely need that. I'm just gonna stun him. There we go. All right, this is gonna get weird. Now we're going into the depths of the cave. Anything could happen. All right, heal up, drink some water. Ooh, what is that? Oh, copper vein. I forgot about mining. Like when I'm not on my paladin, it's not even what I think about. All right, 2 more skinners. That's a tanner. There's a lot of tanners, isn't there? I'm just gonna have to take him out though. I'll get some mana back as he's running up here. Nice. All right, the skinners, I'm trying to remember No, I'm gonna have to take this dude out too. Oh no. That's all right. Mana's low. There we go. It all works out. Oh, he has rejuvenation too? What a dude. You never know what kind of tricks they got going on. There we go. I'll throw rejuve on myself. I'm really hoping that things don't respawn too fast. What is this? A Skinner as well? All right. What's this dude? Oh, we're getting to the poachers now. Sweet. He does not look like he does magic damage. Oh, but he does have a bow. Okay. Yeah, I have a crossbow. He's got a crossbow and a shield and a sword. And it looks like he's wearing a hood too. Looks like he can barely see. All right. He's probably just gonna keep shooting me from across the room. Yeah. Let me see if I can hide over here. Yep. Wait, he's level 8. What am I? Oh, I'm level 6. Okay. No wonder these dudes are just chunking my health right now. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit more of a challenge. There is a food crate there, though. Do I need Skinners still? Oh, I don't need Skinners, but I know that he's gonna be in the way. Oh. Oh no. Okay, he's level 6. Oh, I was hoping the other one didn't pull. Oh no. Please, no. Let's try to get away here. And get a rejuve off as soon as we can. Oh no, this is gonna be a little bit of a tough one, I think. I'm gonna get a healing touch off. Yeah, there we go. Whew. I'm gonna get like one wrath off maybe. And then let's do another healing touch. Dude, we're making some like brain plays over here, trying to like stay alive. All right. All right, we got our health back. I'm gonna rebuff everything. All right, Skinner, don't need those anymore. I want this food crate though. I hope we get some water, and we don't get some water. Yeah, we gotta play a little bit safer with these guys. Because we don't have a ton of health. We don't have a ton of armor. Ooh, is this cloak good? Yes, the cloak is better. So when you don't have a lot of health, you don't have a lot of armor, and your mana runs out pretty fast, it makes it a lot more difficult to stay alive. But I would say this is still on the same pace as like my paladin though. For now, it might change as we get like bear form and stuff. That might change. We might be a lot chunkier and do more damage. Because I know that I think we'll have like demoralizing roar, where like when you roar, it reduces the attack power of the enemy, which is kind of nice. And then I think at some point we get bash, which is like a where we swipe and like stun the enemy. Okay, we definitely need to get out of here ASAP though, because I think things are starting to respawn on us. Yep. Yep, I'm gonna see if I can get out of here. Oh no, it pulled. Yep, let's, oh shoot. We're just gonna run. Just gonna run. Probably gonna die. We're just gonna keep rejuve up though. Yeah, this one might be a little spicy. I'm just gonna keep rejuve up though. Oh no. Let's do a stomp. Yeah, that was spicy, dude. Jeez. Don't need any more wolves. I could use a swoop and a plane strider though. So let's take these on. Yeah, those caves get dangerous. Like everything's so like clumped together and stuff. And then they also run away, which just makes it even more difficult. Oh, right here, here's a peace bloom. If we had herbalism, we could pick that. We'll probably make the journey, honestly. We'll probably go ahead and make the journey now. But like as we go, we'll attack the things that we need. And then we can hit up the fair too. And get, I think there's like a 2-hour buff that we can get that increases our intellects, which will definitely help increase our mana pool, which in turn allows us to cast more spells. Yeah, we should be able to also get all of our kind of like animal kills done on the way there too. So there's the rest of our talons. We don't need the wolves anymore. Said that. Wolf, done with plane striders. That's really nice. Is there a swoop up here? And this must be where the dwarves are doing their mining and digging. Yep, that definitely looks like dwarven tents. Which we'll get to that. Oh, I just leveled up from exploring. That's fun. And then I'm gonna get to a safe spot, and then I will be right back. Let's get to a safe spot. Hopefully, oh man, it might be a little rough, but I'm gonna pick right here. This looks like a, maybe not. This might be a safe spot. Okay, we'll give it a shot. If I die, I die. All right, I'll be right back. Well, good news. I did not die. So we picked a good spot. All right, onwards to the journey of a lifetime. And look, off in the distance, you can see where the fair is in town. That is so freaking sweet. I love that, man. The Dark Moon Fair. I've never really done much with the Dark Moon Fair before, but its aesthetic is really neat. Wait, I don't know if maybe it's just the graphics, but it looks like they're like closing up shop. I could be wrong though. We're gonna get down there though. That'd be weird if the fair was leaving already. But I do know that there is a cutoff date. Like it's only here for like a week or Yeah, it looks like they're starting to like clean it up. I just want to take out these swoops though, where we can. Oh, he's level 9. No wonder these things have been like doing some damage. Oh no. Dude, I gotta heal. I gotta heal again. Let's back it up a little bit. I'm just gonna have to keep healing while backing up, because that wolf is coming at me too. I'm just gonna have to club this guy while also healing, because he is doing some damage. Oh no, dude! If he would have like, I was about to die. Jeez. All right, cool. We're officially at the fair. Dude, this music gets me so hyped. Okay, here's the thing. I have never been to any sort of like fair like this, like a Renaissance fair, but I would love to. Like, this looks so cool. And the music is just wild. I would totally dress up as some sort of like vampire slayer or something. Dark Moon Fair drink vendor. Professor Thaddeus Dark Moon Fair cards and exotic goods.
What can I help you with?
Scroll of stamina. I mean, I can't afford any of this right now, but that's really cool.
The Alliance.
Dark Moon Fair exotic goods. Interesting. This is the guy you need to talk to though, Sage. And I kind of already know how you get the intellect buff. Wait, you can barely hear the music? Hold on. Hold on. We need to check out this audio. Let me just turn up all of this to 100. Can you hear it? Can you hear it now? Ish. Like, hopefully you can, Lunar, because this is a banger. I might have to turn up. Yeah, it's like Ren Fair music. Is the game sound still kind of low? Because I'll turn it up if it needs to go up. Yeah, I don't mind turn. Yeah, maybe up. Let me see here. Let's turn it to like. Yeah, just let me know if like if it's any better. I definitely don't want like the game sound to be too overbearing though, compared to like my voice audio. But yeah, definitely let me know. Okay, Sage. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, I was gonna ask you, since you're like you're here like every week. I tried something different with the quality of my stream too. I kind of like recently I've been using a different setting, and I kind of turned a setting down. Like overall, like resolution and quality of the stream, do you feel like it's still like pretty good, or does it look lower quality? Like, what are you thinking? It looks good quality to me? Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna talk to Sage, because he's the dude that's gonna buff us. So, he says, I have long known you'd seek me out, hybrid athlete. Every sentient being in this world is driven by the choices they make. Choices begat further choices, and these in turn make someone who they are. This is where your fortune is drawn from, who you are, and the choices you make. Are you ready to discover where your fortune lies? I think I'm ready. Very well then. You have been tasked by your liege to guard his fields of corn from poachers and thieves. One night on patrol, you stumble across a haggard man in threadbare clothing stealing corn from the field. You quickly confront him and he immediately begs for his life. He claims he is stealing the corn to feed his family since the lord of the land, your liege, demands too much in taxes. Your liege is indeed known for his harsh taxes throughout the land. Make your choice. Now, there are choices here. However, the way that this works in particular is that the different choices that you make determine the buff that you get from this person's sage. So because we do want intellect for our character, there are certain choices that we're going to have to make specifically. So to do this, we're going to pick the number 2 choice for each one of these. So here it is. I'm going to turn over the man to my liege for punishment, as he has broken the law of the land, and it is my sworn duty to enforce it. Your next choice awaits. You are on a diplomatic mission for your liege to a cruel country that is currently at war with yours. The war has been costly on both sides. Your mission is to secure a peace that is honorable to both peoples. At a diplomatic dinner, you overhear the ruler of the opposing land viciously insult your benevolent liege. You are fairly certain the ruler meant to say it out of your earshot, but nonetheless, he has besmirched your liege's honor. Make your choice. I not so quietly ignore the insult, hoping to instill a fear in the ruler that he may have gaffed. I then inform my liege of the insult when I return. Your fortune is cast, Druid. For the next few hours, you will find your spirit in tune with your true nature. Be careful, as your fortune and your fate are never as clear as you might think them to be. If you would like a small glimpse of something to ponder in your future, by all means let me know. I'd be happy to give you a written fortune, provided you have room in your inventory. It is one drawn from the insight you have shown in answering my questions. I'd love to get one of those fortunes written, as you've mentioned. I've got the space in my inventory for it. Here is your fortune, hybrid athlete. May it serve you well. All right, so we have our 2-hour buff, which increases our intellect by 10%, which is super nice. And I'm gonna kill this cougar real quick, and then we're gonna read that fortune. We're gonna see what our fortune is for today. I like that this Renaissance Fair music is still playing. And that was some like good fortune in itself that cougar femur immediately dropped. So we're gonna make our way to Thunder Bluff, but let's look at our fortune. What is our fortune for today? Ah, there it is. The Dark Moon Fair fortune. Here we go. What is our fortune? Someone is speaking well of you. Ah, so that's our fortune for today. Someone is speaking well of you. That's always a good thing to hear. That is always a good thing to hear. I'll take it. Oh no, am I gonna lose that? Yep. That's the goofy thing about these elevators. I'm gonna call them elevate. Oh my gosh, I missed this one too. I'm just gonna stay right here though. I'm just gonna stay right here. Cause what they do is they just go like this. like up and down like that. So you really have to, and the amount of time that they're there too is not very long. So you just gotta stick there. Okay. Like, and there's no, there's no like safety gates. There's no OSHA here, man. All right, we're not gonna take any quests here. But check this out. This is the city of the Tauren people. It's very tribal. Super tribal, actually. So I'm not gonna... We're gonna skip any quest here for now. We're strictly here to find the herbalism trainer and the alchemy trainer so that we can make potions, we can pick herbs. So let's look for that. There's a ton of people here. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna find the nearest kind of guard and talk to them. Because he or she or they may be able to help us find exactly what we're looking for. But okay, I assume this is what they're called, which is a bluff watcher. Let's see. Yes. Yes, we're looking for a profession trainer. Sure, we'll look for alchemy first. So head over to Baina's alchemy on the middle rise and talk to Baina herself. She will be able to help you master the art of potion brewing. Okay. So it went ahead and marked it on our map of where the alchemy trainer is. Now we just need to get over there. And look at that. There's that's the Horde symbol. That's pretty cool. All right, we're probably gonna just, yes, I want to go over there, but I want to actually walk to the very top of this because it looks like that there's a flight trainer here.
Greetings.
I need a ride. Okay, I didn't know if, because we haven't been here before, we didn't already know it, but I guess because we're ancestrally already a Tauren, we kind of know our city's stuff already. Okay. So let's wait. I need to backtrack. It's over here. I guess we'll just drop down. And we're looking for Baina. This is the enchanter place. And here's Baina's alchemy. Oh, dude. I love this. I love how they have the potions like brewing in here. It's so... That's so neat. Man, I love the art and just the little intricate things that make the world feel so just fun. Okay, oh, wow. Look at this one. Yeah. I love the animation. It's so interesting. Okay, let's talk to... No, we don't need the expert one. Who do we need to talk to? The journeyman alchemist? Yes, okay. So, it looks like Mr. Cray here is going to teach us apprentice alchemy. So we're going to learn that. It's only 10 copper, so I'm actually kind of glad that it's only 10 copper. What we're going to do, though, we're gonna... No, I won't do another action bar. Let's see here. Alchemy. We'll put that on our bar here. Nice. Okay, so we can already make a few things if we gather the ingredients. So we can make Elixir of Lion Strength, which increases our strength by 4, which not necessarily great for us. Like, it's okay. It'll be better when we have bear form, and I think it scales a little bit better with bear form. We can do Elixir of Minor Defense, which increases our armor by 50 for an hour, which I'd say is pretty dang good to use. And this one's huge for us right now. Minor Healing Potion, just absolute giant, because we need on-the-fly healing as fast as we can sometimes. So nice. We can definitely make some of that. I'm gonna grab some empty vials because we need our vials to actually make that. So let's buy some empty vials here. We'll probably need 20, 40, 60. Yeah, for right now, I think that I'll just, you know what? Yeah, I'll buy 20 for right now. 20 vials, just to kind of hold us over for a little bit. And here we go. We have an herbalism trainer right here. Let's see what the herbalism trainer area looks like. Okay. So they have some just like herbs growing in their little hut here. And then also just kind of showcasing the flowers. That's really neat. Okay. All right, let's talk to Coman Winterhoof. And he's going to teach us apprentice herbalism. You may only know 2 professions at any one time. Okay. Yep, learning that. Nice. So we have that, which, since we learned herbalism, we learned how to use find herbs. So what we need to do is we'll just click that. And what that does is allows us on the map, it pinpoints where herbs are close to us so that we can pick them. And it's a nice little way of just finding the different resources that you need. Like if you trained mining, you would also learn find minerals, which helps you find the different mineral veins on the map, kind of like we do with our paladin. All right, I think that we are kind of done in Thunderbluff for right now. We really only came here specifically to learn those 2 things. And now we're ready to get back out into the open world. Look at this. Just the view from the top here. Super neat. Super duper. All right. Back into the world we go. Okay. Now, what do we want to jump into first? I think what we'll do is, yep, like I said kind of earlier, we will go to the area where there's like specific enemies that we need, that are sort of all clumped together versus attacking the things that are just kind of spaced around the map. Dude, I need this music playing at all times. I love this. What is this? A taunt control console? What? What the heck? That's crazy. You can just control this little like... What? You're just like, it's like a little remote control like tank or something. You got nitrous, dude, it has nitrous boost. Look at this. That's crazy. A flamethrower. That's so funny. I can't stand this. Oh, it's even got a mortar. Dude, what in the world? That is so funny. I want to use that nitrous boost again. There we go. All right, enough of that. I know, I'd be woozy too after doing all that, bro. All right, let's move on. All right, we got our first flower to pick here. We got Peace Bloom. This is neat. So we're gathering our herbs. Oh, and right off the bat, we get 2 of them. All right, can we make anything yet? Oh, we need silver leaf. So I'm definitely making healing potions. I'll probably make 1 elixir of minor defense too. All right, let's head up to the harpies. Let's put on, I definitely need thorns. You know what? I'm gonna put my buffs up here just so I don't forget them. All right, back to work. What level the harpies here? Level 8? Are we still level 6? No, we're level 7 now. Okay. We do need to keep an eye on... Ooh, I think we have some, like, herbs up here to pick. Yeah. Oh, and we have some silver leaf, too. So I can go ahead and make some potions. Heck yeah. See, it was totally worth it. We got our fortune told. We got an awesome buff. All right. Let's go ahead and make something. Let's make a... Yeah, let's make one healing potion. This is cool. Yep, we just made a healing potion. That will definitely come in handy. That's so fun, man. Making healing potions, being able to pick flowers out in the world as a cow. I'm down with it. Oh no, I don't want to pull that wolf. Do I? Okay, I don't need cougars anymore either. But I'm probably gonna pull them because I want this right here. I'm gonna pick this flower. Let's see if it does it. Oh, it's a failed attempt. Oh no. Please. Although I kind of, honestly, I think I kind of like herbalism a little bit better than mining. Because at least with herbalism, it looks like when you actually pick the flower, you just pick it once. You don't have to keep picking it. Whereas with mining, you have to, like, you have to keep mining it to keep getting, like, each resource. So it is still a little bit better. I remember on my Druid when I played a while ago on Alliance. I played Night Elf Druid for such a long time, and I loved it. Druid was my main for so many years, man. I love Druid, and I remember at that time you could go into flight form. That's when they have like actual like flying in the game. Oh no, I knew I was gonna pull that one. Let's see if I can. There we go. But you could shapeshift into, I had like a raven form, so I would shapeshift into a raven, and then I also had herbalism as well. And the cool thing about shapeshifting into that raven was that I could just fly around the world, and then without having to get out of my raven form, I could just swoop down and pick herbs, and you could just see like the raven's claw just like picking the herbs, and just fly off and go to the next one and just keep picking herbs and flying around the world. It was so much fun, man. So hopefully we get to do that with this boy here. Just fly around the world. Which I don't know what the Tauren flight forms will look like. I think they might also be some type of bird, but like a more like a tan bird, I think. Where night elves, I think, have more of like a raven, kind of purplish blue mixed with some black in there. And I think the night elf ravens also have like a little like earring in the ear of the in the raven too, which is a weird little interesting twist, but it looks good. Here, is this staff any better? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. I don't think I have any other upgrades actually to put on though, so we're good there. And let's just keep slapping some harpies. I feel like that cougar's gonna pull though. I feel like it's gonna pull. Oh, maybe it doesn't. Interesting. So normally I'm used to enemies, like when you're attacking an enemy and it's right next to another enemy, I always feel like they're gonna pull together, but I think it's because it's not the same enemy type. Like the cougar, he's just like walking around the world like this. He's like, you know, whatever, dude. I don't care. And then you got the harpy, which is sort of like a humanoid bird-like figure. So he's just like, yeah, y'all can kill each other. It's not a big deal. I'm not worried about it. But if it was another harpy, like they would both gang up on me. Let's see if I can get away with... I was kind of hoping, like, I know it increases our intelligence by 10%, which is still big for, you know, especially being this level. What would be even more fun at this level is being in a city where they turn in one of the dragon heads where people are doing raids, and getting that world buff that increases like your attack speed and your haste and all of your attributes, and it's just completely crazy to have at this level. Okay, 5 out of 8. And then I thought I saw something else to pick up here. What is it? Ooh, it's Silverleaf. We definitely need Silverleaf. Because I want to make that minor defense potion for sure. For sure. Oh, please don't run into that one, bro. All right, cool. Ooh, and we got a food crate. I'm really hoping that we get some fresh spring water out of this, because I need some more water. What's with the apples today? Okay. We'll take this bad boy on, though. I mean, honestly, they look pretty cool, though. Yeah. Let's go on with it. All right, we got a battered chest. Let's see what this gives us. I'm hoping we got another healing potion. I'll take that for sure. Linen cloth. Okay. Maybe we can also, I think learning first aid would be a really good idea, because on our paladin, we also have, I'm gonna hold off on making another healing potion. I really want to make the defense potion. Just gives us a little bit more armor to deal with. What else do we need up here? Oh, we still need to kill these. Okay. Which we shall. All right. Just 2 more. Is this staff any better? Let's see here. Withered staff. Oh, it's the same one. What's really going to be a game changer is when, you know, yes, we do have healing potions, but when we get mana potions, that one is where it's at, because we always need mana potions. Because mana potions are essentially the lifeblood of all of our abilities. So with mana potions, we can heal ourselves, you know, we can do more damage. So speaking of, we need to kind of rebuff everything here. When we get back to, what is it, Bloodhoof? Yeah, when we get back to Bloodhoof, I'm gonna go ahead and learn first aid, so that we can make bandages. So instead of wasting mana sometimes to heal, we can just bandage ourselves, and that should take care of kind of wasting some mana that we desperately need.
That's still recharging.
I do like the color scheme on these harpies. I really like the whole like white and gold look that they got going on. It oddly reminds me, I don't know if any of you all played, was it Destiny 2? I'm pretty sure it was Destiny 2. But there was a raid in Destiny 2. I forget the name of the raid, but I think it was like one of the first raids in Destiny where you went to this like palace, and I played a Titan, a bubble Titan, and dude, I loved that game, by the way. I played like a tank, like support bubble Titan, and the gear that I had for him was like all white and gold. Absolutely loved it. Yeah, really enjoyed Destiny, man. I put so many hours into the first Destiny for sure, and then when Destiny 2 dropped, I played a lot early on, but then it just kind of fell a little flat for me, honestly. And so I had to kind of let go of it, but man, it was good while it lasted, that's for sure. Probably one of the coolest games that really tried to implement like open world MMO style first person shooter. You know, they had the right formula, they had everything going for them for sure, but it didn't quite stick. All right, what else do we need? Looks okay. I'm gonna head to the well, I think. Oh, there's a quest up there, but it's level 10, so I'm definitely gonna hang away from that. Yeah, we'll head over here to the well and get this like water stuff. Is that what it is? The wellstone? Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. We got some silver leaf. Picking our flowers. Like, oddly enough, I feel at peace like picking these flowers. You know, I don't know why. Can we make that? Yes, we can. Let's make our little potion. Elixir of defense. I'm gonna just put it up here. And that lasts for an hour. See, stuff like this, like alchemy, being able to create essentially your own buffs that last for hours at a time. Like, so neat, man. All right, let's take out this swoop because we still need 2 of these swoop quills. This dude is just an oversized vulture of the worst order, bro. Like, his skin is just not hydrated. He's not hydrated. Speaking of which, I better stay hydrated. I'm over here talking smack about this bird and I'm thirsty. All right, we got another one over here too. Let's see if I doubt that coyote will pull. I doubt it. I doubt he will.
It's too far away.
Oh, good, he didn't. Yeah, see, I think I'm understanding the formula here. If you're pulling something of a different, like, something, it won't pull. However, this right here I think is different. Because you see there's some goblins here, but then you also have a troll right here. But the thing is that they're both considered venture company taskmasters or laborers. You've got like the laborers and the taskmaster, but because they're both considered a part of the venture company, I think that they would pull. Like if you had like if if you pulled one, like the other would come with it if it was closer. Okay, so we're gonna hit up our elixir of minor defense, take a swig of that, and we are armored up for an hour. All right, let's go ahead and take out this dude. Y'all wait. We got 3 levels till we're able to shapeshift into a bear. Bro, it's gonna get stupid. I'm gonna shapeshift into this big old bear and just swipe everything. I'm gonna be clawing and mauling my way to victory. All right, let's see how close I can get without pulling. I think we're doing it. I think we did it. Let's get out of here. You know what, actually? You got all these goblins, dude. All of these... Wait, no. There's other taskmasters. And there's laborers. Okay, so he's not the only taskmaster. Okay. Because if he was the only taskmaster, I might take him out. But it's not. Alright, let's head to... Oh, no. I'm just gonna run from this dude, because 1, I don't really need him. He doesn't drop anything we need. And 2, we're gonna head back to town, to Bloodhoof Village. We have a... Whoa. We have a lot of quests to turn in. Look at all this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 quests to actually turn in. And I need to make sure I keep checking my mini-map, because if you see up here... Wait. Yeah, if you see up here... to our right, this little spot right here, this is where our find herbs comes in handy, right? Because it's showing on our map exactly where it is. So it's easy to overlook if you're not looking for it. So I need to keep, like, you know, paying attention so that we can get our herbs. So that we always have, you know, some elixirs, some potions to kind of offset the difficulty of leveling, you know. What can we make right now? Yes, I will take a couple of these. 1, 2. Well, I can only make... Yeah, why not? We'll have 5 healing potions. I'm sure we'll definitely need them. Dude, is this a prairie dog right here? It is. This little prairie dog, just like walking around. He's not violent, but he's beautiful. Bless his heart. Just scurrying along. You know, I won't attack him just because he's just being chill. Yeah, he's just being chill. I'm just gonna leave him. I can't say that I don't attack random rats though. If they're just out and about, sometimes I will go ahead and just take out a rat or 2, or 8, or 20. There's another peace bloom. This is also the downfall of having a find herbs or a find minerals on your thing here. When you start seeing them all over the map, you're like, oh god, I gotta get that. The ADD kicks in and you're like, nope, nope. I don't care what's going on. I see something on the map and I need to grab it. And we're gonna do just that. Dude, this tea is so good. I mixed some... It's... What kind of tea is it? It's like a... I never know if I'm pronouncing this word right. Acai? I think that's what it's called. For the... Dude, Raz, what's up, bro? I know you told me, that... Don't you play Horde? Or like you main Horde or something like that? I've been playing it forever. I finally am making a Horde character. And playing it on Wednesdays. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, so we're leveling a Tauren Druid and seeing what all the fuss is about. Alright, Mar Raincaller. Alright, bro. My fever grows worse, and I find my mind drifting into delirious nightmares. I should have known that I wouldn't be able to handle a beast my grandfather was unable to defeat. Do you have the ingredients for the remedy? I fear if I do not clean the infection soon, it will be the death of me. Well, sir, we have the remedy. Ah. Thank you, Hybrid. Using the items you brought me, I will be able to create the remedy I need to stop the spread of the infection and, eventually, cure it completely. I owe you my life and thanks, but I'll never forget that screeching call when Mazranachi... I'm just gonna... Yeah, okay, Mazranachi. Libernacci came upon me, the blaze of color as its beak descended. Be wary on your travels. Well, I shall do that. And we have a huge upgrade right here. Where did it go though? Where did it go? 23 armor. First time playing Classic and also first time playing Alliance. Probably spelled acai. If it's the Brazilian fruit. I think so. Yeah, acai. I think you're right. Okay, so it's your first time playing Alliance. That's chill. That's super chill, man. Well, I hope it's a really cool experience. Especially the cities, right? How they are so different. The music's different. The atmosphere is all different. It's such a nice change of pace when you've been playing kind of the same thing for years, you know? All right, Zarlman 2 Moons. Okay, so this is where we collected our amber corn and the wellstone. I see you have learned to gather from our sacred land, hybrid athlete. It will take but a moment for me to brew the water of the seers. I now present you with the water of the seers. Look at this dude, he is healing it up. When you are ready, consume the waters near the tribal fire. Once you have ingested the holy waters, it will take a few moments before the vision materializes before the fire. And at that point, it is up to you to follow it to your destiny. Oh, this is crazy. The cities are so much better. Orgrimmar is awful. Oh gosh, dude. I have yet to get to Orgrimmar. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that, man. Although I'm sure it is. I mean, the Horde pretty much built it from like clay and sticks and stone. And it's all just sort of like falling apart. But hey, we proud few. All right. Do I want to ingest this water right now? I think so, because we're already by the fire. All right, the water of the seers. Let's induce this vision. I'm surprised they don't have like an animation where you're just drinking the water of the seer instead of like casting a spell. Because it's like, yeah, it's a bowl of water. All right, let's induce this vision. Okay. Ah, okay, so we basically conjured a ghost wolf. The plain vision stares to the northwest and lets out a long, drawn-out howl. Don't shamans get spirit wolves? I don't know if that's a classic thing though. I feel like that's not a classic thing. That might even be like a Wrath of the Lich King or even farther thing. I don't know. Or maybe even Burning Crusade. I don't know. Like as far as like summoning I know that like for your travel form, I think you can still do the whole ghost wolf type thing. But like, I know that there's like, what is it? There's elemental, there's restoration. whatever their other one is, where they can melee and do a ton of like melee damage and elemental damage together. But you can like summon the two ghost wolves to attack with you. It completely like drops from my mind. But I wanna get this silver leaf enhancement. There we go. Yes, thank you. That eluded the crap out of me, dude. Yeah, I don't know if enhancement in classic allows you to do that. I don't think it does. But then again, I wouldn't know. On Alliance, I don't see, I'm not really able to see any of that. I want to get this Peace Bloom without having to get into combat, but I'm going to keep following that wolf. I got eyes on him. You know what? Oh, shoot. Let's just do that. I hope he didn't go away. Okay, he didn't. Let's put a little mark on him. Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to keep following the vision. Oh, he is walking up here. I knew it was a really good idea to go ahead and go to Thunderbluff and train herbalism and alchemy, because now I'm just seeing them everywhere. I'm probably gonna make another one of these defense ones. Yeah, I'll just make both of them defense. And then I'll make another healing one here in a second. I'm really hoping to hit level 10 today. I don't know. I don't think we'll be able to. What's up with the humans running around Mulgore? Oh, yeah. Someone's in the general chats like, why are there Alliance here? Well, I would also ask that, but the Dark Moon Fair is here. Actually, I was just over here with my Paladin the other day getting that buff. It was my first time actually using... No. Well, in Classic, yes. I remember in Wrath of the Lich King... way back, the first one, like when you got all of the achievements and stuff, like going to the different cities of like the Horde and like slaying each like master or whatever. All right, the Seer Wise Runner. Be not afraid. You have successfully passed the rite of vision. Interesting. So I guess he buffed me with Mark of the Wild, so that would be really cool if, if you were a warrior or something else that didn't have that. The Rite of Wisdom. To gain acceptance among the elders of Thunderbluff, you must next complete the Rite of Wisdom. Now that you have passed the Rite of Vision, the ancestral spirits of Red Rocks will give you the blessing of our ancestors. Only those who have drunk from the water of seers can gain the blessing. Travel east of Thunderbluff to Red Rocks and seek out the ancestral spirit. All right. I will in a little bit. I still want to go back down, turn in all of our quests. And since we're already up here, I'll go ahead and let's grab all of the prospector picks and take out some dwarves. I feel like I'm completely betraying my brothers. Like, it's weird playing Alliance and then also being on the flip side of that with Horde. And it's like, man, I really don't like attacking dwarves, but I know that we have to. I know that these guys don't really mean well for our tribe out here, and it just is what it is. I hate to do it, but they're not they're probably not good. I don't know, these guys don't look too terrible. Like when you start getting into like the dark iron type stuff where like they're basically summoning evil, that's a little different. Kill all alliance characters. You know what? It's gonna warp my mind, man. I'm gonna turn into a complete like horde guy. When I get on my paladin, all I'm gonna be thinking about in these cities is like alliance scum. Like I can't even stand being in the same vicinity. No, it should be really interesting the first time that I get to go to Orgrimmar and finally be around like all of the different races of the Horde and the undead, and that'll be really fun just to kind of take in that vibe. Back in the day, I was a huge Horde guy. I even have a tattoo. Nowadays, I'm more chill. Dude, that's sick. Horde tattoos? Dude, I think the Horde, the symbol and everything is really neat. And to be honest, like World of Warcraft, just as a franchise, man, it was on another level back in like what, like classic TBC, especially Wrath of the Lich King. Man, it was everywhere. Like the commercials, like it started to gain some hype. All right, these are level 9. Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit careful. He looks like he can cast. He's got a staff on, and he has mana. He just fully healed. Wow. We're both just like clubbing each other down with these staves, as it should be. How do I want to deal with this? I only have 5 water. Oh. Let's... Oh, you know, now that I'm... Okay, so they both drop picks. I was curious. I thought it was only going to be like the diggers that dropped the pick. Yeah, that's crazy. I should have war stomped there, now that I'm thinking about it. Yes, okay, that's one way to do it. I don't have to sit here and drink. I'll take that. Level 8, rock on. Alright, how many picks do I have? I have 2, okay. 2 picks, and the dude said that I could break them on any anvil type thing. Oh, I thought he like resisted my war stomp. Yep, I'm 100% gonna learn first aid. Easy peasy. No. No. I've got to like... I'm gonna have to save my war stomp for these people in particular. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever come across just open world NPCs like this that healed like that. That's actually, I'm gonna say it's impressive. Because normally it's just like a pretty small chunk, but they, bro, they go all the way. All right. Let's still be careful over here. Yeah, I don't mind fighting these diggers. All right, we got 3. Appraiser. Oh, we're gonna have to... Yeah, we're gonna have to, like... Oh, no. Yeah, that was a full heal. We're gonna have to make a clearing to... Is that it? Yeah, that's the forge over there. Because didn't he said, like, you could either break them at this forge or, like, a forge in Thunderbluff. And I think I don't want to go back to Thunderbluff to do that.
I'm out of range.
All right. Our War Stomp is up. This is perfect time. Boom. Please don't do it again. No, no. Oh my gosh. It's not. Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible. I was not expecting that. Hey, well, at least we have shields. Dude, if I don't know about druids having shields. I could see maybe them having like a small buckler or something. That might not be a bad idea. Like only if you're like a caster, like a balance type druid, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Just chilling. All right, let's get thorns back up. I think we're good to go. All right, this is where we're gonna have to clear away. Let's see. Oh no. It's weird being on like a lower level caster right now, because I'm not really used to running out of mana so hardcore. I don't know if I've ever really played, well, other than leveling my druid forever ago. But I don't think I've ever played like a caster type where I feel that sting of running out of mana like early on in the leveling process. All right, where are we at with the picks here? Okay, we do have 5. Now we just need to get over there. Is there any other way though? I wanted to see if there's like any other forge, but I think that's our only route. That's okay. Let's see if we can do it. We did it. All right. Let's try this out. 1, 2, 3. Nice, nice. Let's roll on out. And we have all those quests to turn in. So hopefully, if we don't get level 9, we'll be really close to hitting level 9. Is that a warrior? Yep, I'm gonna heal this dude. I'm gonna do that, and then heal him up too. There you go, bro. I know that'll definitely help him out. Man, warriors have it tough, bro. Especially early game, 100%. I can imagine their leveling is really, really, really slow for a long time. Probably till like maybe in the 30s at least, until they get like whirlwind axe and stuff. Then it might get better, but I don't know too much about warriors. I don't think I've ever played one. Making our way back. Yes, yes, Peace Bloom. I will take the Peace Bloom. I'm crazy excited to turn all these quests in. All right. Back to the village. Kind of want to get to a safe spot real quick. Yeah, I'm going to get to a safe spot after I pick this silver leaf, or I could just be chilling on top of the silver leaf. Yeah, I'll just chill right here and I'll be right back. Okay, back to the village after a silver leaf. And can we make anything? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I'm definitely making another one of those. And where did those go? Okay, we have 3 of them. Cool, cool. I'll chill on making those for right now and probably make a little bit more healing potions. I only have 12 vials left though. It'll be fine. And do I have any upgrades right now? Level 3. No, I don't think I do. I'm pretty sure I might. Oh, is that an upgrade? It is. I'm glad I checked. Anything else? Nope. Nope. I can't wear those. So let's sell everything. All right. Man, these Kodos. I am so ready for a Kodo. Heck yeah, dude. I really want the Black War Kodo, but I don't know if I can stomach doing AV all over again. But then again, it's on Horde side, so it may be a completely different experience. All right, we're gonna sell all of that. 18 armor. Okay, we'll sell all of this. You know, that's a great question, man. I don't think so. At this point in time, I don't think that there will be enough time. Just with like AV or AQ already out, and Nax right around the corner, I don't know. And honestly, it just sounds like such a daunting task at this point that it's probably not even worth it. It'll probably have to be one of those Burning Crusade type deals, at least for this character. Which, who knows, in Burning Crusade, it might be an easier task to get the Black War Kodo, or just the PvP mounts in general. Okay, Bane Bloodhoof, sharing the land. Hybrid Athlete, it is good you've taken my task seriously. Respect of the land and its creatures is important. Death and life are a circle, a necessity. One cannot exist without the other. Take time to ponder this and do well to never forget it. All right, we're giving all of the broken pickaxes here. Thank you, Hybrid Athlete. This will calm the beasts of Mulgore, and spirits willing, it will teach the dwarves that hollowing the land is not the path to knowledge. Very interesting. Oh, huge upgrade. Got some Kodo pants, and they're leather. Man, that's definitely what I want, is like full leather. I don't really want to be rolling around with cloth, but I know sometimes it just is what it is. All right, Molly, the poison water.
What brings you here?
You have done well. I will take these and bind their power into a totem of cleansing. Here we go. Cleansing. The items you offered were pure. This new cleansing totem is strong. I have crafted the totem to cleanse the Winterhoof water well. Now, you must take it to the well and perform a cleansing ritual. You will find it to the southeast, guarded by foul goblins. This will not be an easy task, but you must do it if we are ever to use its waters again. Fortune to you, Hybrid Athlete. That's one of my least favorite parts of Classic, having to share my cloth items with druids and paladins. Bro, I know, man. And trust me, even as a paladin, I feel so bad sometimes because I'm like, I don't really want to take this from you. Because like, the thing is that like, it's not even that you're just only buying for things for like other healers need. Like, damage dealers also need a lot of the things that you need. So it's like, man, I don't want to take this from you, but it's also a best in slot. And like, I know that it has damage and healing on it. And it just is what it is, bro. But it's definitely not fun being in that position. And it kind of makes you feel bad sometimes for like rolling on stuff like that, but it is, you know, it just is what it is. Blizzard forced this. We didn't ask for this. All right, have you found the swoops? I know that gathering these quills was not an easy task, Hybrid Athlete. In doing this, you prove that you are a druid of merit. It is good to have you at Bloodhoof Village. Well, it's good to be here, man. It is so good to be here. Oh my gosh, are we gonna hit level 9? I don't know. Oh, we do need to train though. I want to see what we got. I blame Blizzard, dude. When they were making Classic though, I mean, what a crazy thing though, right? Like, they started this whole series as a strategy game, right? And then took that whole world that they built throughout those like strategy games and made it into an open world MMO. Like, they're so, to me, that's crazy to take on that sort of venture and do that. Like, it's cool, you know? And I'm sure in that whole process, like itemization and really learning how to be an MMO, and like also learning off of other MMOs that were like EverQuest and stuff that were just so unforgiving for its time, you know, and trying to also not be like that. It's just, you know, you do your best. You do your best, man. But yes, I blame Blizzard. You have done well, hybrid athlete. You seem well prepared to travel onward. Let the wind always be at your back.
Go in peace.
All right. The wind is at our back, and we've turned in a lot of quests. Still not level 9 yet, but that's okay. I do want to see what we got to train, though.
How may I aid?
Let's see what we got. Ooh, entangling roots, healing touch. You know what? We'll do that. We might as well. It hurts the pocketbook to do that. WoW Classic was made pretty much as the bones and structure. TBC made so many things better. Dude, yeah, I could see that, man. And isn't that the beauty too of expansions, is that you learn so much over the years of like whatever current thing there is, and it's like, okay, how are we going to expand on that now? Like, how are we going to take everything we've learned, everything, the good, bad, and then take that into another adventure and just keep building and building upon that and just keep expanding that. And that's why I love MMOs, is especially like with expansion packs, because it's not just like, I think that's what people have to realize, is that expansion packs are now like us expanding the universe. It's building, it's trying new things, it's just expansion of the mind and becoming a better world. Yeah, sure, it's not always great, but it's still testing and pushing the limits, you know. All right, was there anything else I was looking for? I don't think so. We're gonna go cleanse the well. Oh, the well is down here. Okay. The War Within. I still play retail. There have been a lot of misses lately. This new patch especially has some pretty cool lore. Man, I'm definitely gonna take your word for it. Like, I hope nothing but absolute just success for World of Warcraft with where it's currently at. Like, I haven't played, like, I think I've said it before, but I haven't played the game in its state since basically the start of Legion. So I have no idea what's happening like in the game from that point on. So I hope that wherever they're at right now in the War Within and moving into like Midnight, dude, I hope it's a freaking blast. All right, I might as well pick up this guy because he seems to just kind of pace around. The Ravaged Caravan. A few days ago, we found a venture company caravan traveling under guard on the northern shore of Stone Bull Lake. We'd lost 2 of our number in an earlier battle, so we were quick to attack and lay waste to the caravan. We left their supply crates, thinking that our torches would destroy anything of value, but given that venture company salvagers have been spotted near the burned wagons, maybe we were wrong. Perhaps you could go to the caravan and examine the contents of the crates. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Cleansing. Yep, we're gonna cleanse this water well real quick, and then we might make our way to the caravan if it doesn't give us another quest here. Let's see what we can get away with without... Oh, there's a lot here. There's a lot more than I thought. Because the other well, there wasn't really that many enemies. Okay, this will be a little bit of a task then. But we're gonna clear. We're gonna clear a path here, I think. Oh no. No, we should be fine. Maybe I'll take this one out. Yeah, we'll... And hope it doesn't pull another one. I think we'll be fine. There we go. I don't feel as bad because they're venture company. And they're probably not good. So even if they are human, they're kind of like the Defias bandits. But then again, after having done the Defias questline, you kind of realize that like maybe the Defias weren't the bad ones after all, because they kind of got screwed over in the rebuilding of Stormwind. And Matthias, Van Cleef was just like, bro, I'm not having this. Like, I don't want to deal with y'all no more. So he went off and did his own thing. So maybe he was in the right the whole time. All right, let me see if I can get over there. Do I have... Okay, tell me I'm at the right spot. Okay, cleanse the Waterhoof well. Maybe I didn't grab something I need to have. Oh, here it is. Oh my gosh. I was freaking out for a second. I was like, there's no way, man. All right, let's cast it up. Here we go. We're hoofing it. Yeah, I think we have some time to jump over here and get the Ravaged Caravan. So we need to examine the contents found. Okay. Yo, back off. Oh, Goofy. Oh, it just made me think we're probably relatively close-ish to being done with this area. And then we get to... we'll be in the Barrens. Dude, that's gonna be a whole thing, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. I've never quested in the Barrens. This is gonna be wild. I think I still remember there being shirts. This company like Jinx, like JY, or was it? Yeah, JYNX, like Jinx clothing that had like a shirt or something that said like Baron's Chat. I used to have a hoodie from there that had like, it said World of Warcraft on it, and then it had like, I think like a whole like raid team on there, but you could only see the silhouettes of like the different characters, and they were wearing like, I think like tier 1 or 2 or something like that, but you couldn't really make it out super well. Yeah, gamer clothing just hit different. It was different. Especially the WoW clothes, man. That was the stuff like hitting up like Hot Topic and getting like the Jinx clothes. Gotta hit up the mall, man. Probably should have waited to use that, because he's gonna run away. All right, where is that box? Oh, that's a food crate. I know it's gonna be right in the middle of all of them though. like, now that I'm looking at it, and I've said this so many times, ogres 100% need to be on the Horde as a playable race. Like, they look so good. Like their animation and just their overall aesthetic, I think it could totally work, man. It could totally work. I just want to use a healing potion because I have it. I think that they 100% could be mages, warlocks, and probably warriors. And priests for sure. Yeah, mage, warrior, warlock, priest. I don't know if they would be great as, like, I don't really see them being rogues. I just don't think that would work because they're giant and make too much sound. And them being in stealth would just be like, dude, I could hear you literally like 1,000 feet away. All right, we got our supply crate. Okay. All sides of the crate are stamped with the sign of the Venture Company Mining Division. Notes printed carefully on the side of the carton indicate that the contents are due for processing at one of their central plants. Prying open the lid reveals a tightly packed assortment of ore and minerals, more evidence of the Venture Company's mining operation in Mulgore. On the top of the ore and minerals, you remove a tightly bound sheaf of papers. Up in the foothills to the east, you can barely hear the sounds of work and see smoke rising from a large fire. All right. Where's that food crate at, though? I wanted to get that. Hopefully we can get that without pulling anything. Oh, okay. Got some mackerel. What's over here? Is that silverleaf? Yeah, I think silverleaf is one of those, like, necessary things for me. Definitely. Taurens can be... You know, I don't know. As far as classic goes, I don't think so. I don't know about current. That would be wild if so.
I'm out of range.
Please don't pull. Please. All right, cool. All right, what can I get away with here? Yeah, I guess we'll just go back to the town here. Yeah, if Taurens could be rogues, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't see it, but I also know that there's beauty in allowing people to customize however way they want. And even if it's gimmicky and goofy and from a logical standpoint maybe doesn't make sense, it's still cool. Because eventually I think that's where MMOs might go, is just like complete full customization, not really any sort of like barriers for character creation, and you just being able to be whatever you want. Kind of reminds me of like Ready Player One, right? Like in the Oasis, you can be whatever you want, you know, as a player. Like there is no stopping you from like just being anything. But you can still like, you know, go out and adventure and do everything. I don't know if there's like any sort of drawback to like how you might create your character, but still. Yeah, I can see in 1 or 2 expansions you can do whatever, like in D&D. See, I didn't even know you could do that in D&D. D&D is like is super wild. Like, it seems like such a very intricate and beautifully done game that has just had so many years of like building upon that things have just become so cool. Okay, let's see here. It does indeed appear that the venture company is attempting to rob us of our natural resources. It is good to know this for true. And now it seems we must do something about it. Sweet, level 9, nice. I might as well pick up these quests while I'm here. All right, the venture company. This explains the buildup of venture company employees and equipment we've seen in Mulgore. Those goblins, their company is expanding too quickly for their own good. It's how they say, show a goblin something and you can hear the scales in the background. Greedy little things they are. Unfortunately, for their business enterprise, we Tauren cannot allow them to conduct their operations in our lands. Go to their mine northeast of the Ravaged Caravan and send them a message. So we're gonna kill 14 of them and 6 of their supervisors. And it looks like we're gonna smack their supervisor down too. Supervisor Fizzsprocket. According to the documents you salvaged from the caravan, the venture company created many plans to attempt to drive us from our lands here so that they could have free reign to plunder our lands. The depths that they would sink to accomplish their goals disgusts and appalls me. I want the mastermind behind their plans killed. His name is Supervisor Fizzsprocket. You will find him at the venture company mine east of the Ravaged Caravan. Bring me his clipboard. We shall see if we find out anything useful. Awesome. Okay, yeah, they're way up there. Yeah, I don't know too much about D&D. I think like probably about like maybe 10 or 12 years ago. I don't remember. Like I played it for the first time. And I hung out with these people and we probably played for like a good like 3 hours, something like that. And I made a cleric. And I remember it, like I don't remember too much about it, but I do remember it being really fun. And like just being around a table where we all had like, you know, like snacks and drinks and stuff like that and just having a good time. And it was really funny in parts too. News of your deed reached me moments ago. Already the beasts near the well drink from it eagerly. So this is where we cleanse the water from the wells. You have done a great thing for the land, hybrid athlete, and you have done a great thing for the Tauren people. Thunderhorn Totem. To create the Thunderhorn Cleansing Totem, you must gather the claws of the predators of the Mulgore Plains, hunt prairie stalkers for their stalker claws, and flatland cougars for their cougar claws, then return to me. You will find the prairie stalkers and flatland cougars to the east and to the west. All right. Well, we only have about like 10-ish minutes left, and there is a lot of killing and exploring to be done. So I think we're gonna go ahead and cut it just a tad short for now. Just because I know that in 10 minutes we'll probably, you know, get to over here just by walking. So let's see if we can train for anything. No. Okay, nothing to train for. We can probably sell a little something. And by next stream, we'll definitely be getting our bear form, which I'm crazy excited about. This, what I love about druids is just being able to have all the different forms. Who can I sell to? Oh, I can sell to the innkeeper. I hope. Sweet. Yep. Can sell that. Can sell that and that. don't think we'll need any pellets. Oh, I did say I wanted to learn first aid.
I've been expecting
Heck yeah. So we can learn that.
shine upon thee.
And let's throw that like right down there. Yeah, just kind of keep all those together. And let's see when we learn, is it heavy linen? So 40. Okay, I just need to keep track of that. So we'll learn those and then hit 40 and then roll on to the next ones. Okay. Well, that was an adventure. I'm glad to finally be playing on Horde and have a day dedicated to leveling on this side, and especially like a Tauren Druid. Like I'm so glad to be playing Druid again after so many years of not like being back into this like nature feel that I know and love. Like I love my Paladin. I will always still play it, but there's something very deep about Druid forms and just the animals and stuff like that that I absolutely love and have a different heart for. So thanks for tuning in today, and I'll still be streaming on Mondays at regular time, 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern time. And then now that we have this new time slot, which I'm super grateful and thankful for, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also, I will be, like, if there's ever any moments where I need to announce that I'm not having stream, or just announcing that, you know, I am going live, I do have an Instagram where I will be shooting up that information on my stories. So you can visit my Instagram at Drew Milburn _. And I'll put that, I need to find a way here. I'll put it in the chat for now, but I'll also create a link on my actual Twitch for you all to be able to visit easily. So I need to get that taken care of, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw it in chat here, just so you know like how it's spelled. And that is my, here, let me do like a little @ here. So that is my @ for Instagram, and that's where I will be posting well, gaming, and then things for my Twitch channel on my stories as well. And then you can also follow my fitness journey if that's also something that you guys are in or like kind of into. But either way, thanks for being here, guys. Monday, ready for it. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the week, and then moving into the weekend, I hope it is an absolute restorative, calm, fun, whatever you want it to be. I hope it is that. So I will see you all on the flip side on Monday. I'll see you all later. Peace.